Ladies, gentlemen, internet anomalies, what is happening? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. If not, I hope that today's stream makes your day at least a little bit better. I'm coming to you live from the East Coast of the United States of America, and today we're going to be playing on the Bro SMP. We are looking for a spear with the rest of the members of the Bro SMP. Later on in the stream, we will probably be reacting to and covering the news. Of course, there's been some massive news coming out lately, but you know, I try to keep the gaming segments and the news segments of the streams separate about as much as reasonably possible. So I probably won't be talking about the news as much. You know, you may ask some general questions, I suppose, but I'm gonna save a lot of the political stuff for after the Minecraft segment. You know, maybe I'll dabble a little bit more into the political stuff in the intro section of the stream, when usually it's just me on the stream by myself or me struggling to get the game working, although I think that the game's going to be working this time around. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the swing of things. I'm going to actually go ahead and join I already have the game up. I'm going to go ahead and join the Discord server. And then we'll be able to get started. Actually, hold on, I gotta change the audio settings. I'm actually gonna do this before I join the Discord server, because usually I join the Discord server, it screws up my audio, and then I have to deal with that. Here, let's see. You know what's crazy is that the Car 3 SMP is still up and running. I have to find a way to download that. I recently freed up some space on my computer. I have to reach out to Aragon the Bold and ask him about downloading the Bro SMP. I always really wanted to do one final Bro SMP stream where we explore like the entirety of the SMP. But at this point, like, a lot of the guys from the Bro SMP are so busy now that it's gonna be hard to coordinate something like that. By the way, I went to a Best Buy the other day. I had some time to kill, so I went to the Best Buy, just window shopping. But it was like Micro Center for normies. It was like a playground of like consumer technology. I do wish that like it was a little deeper in like what they offered, because it was very clearly like this section was bought by this vendor, this section was bought by this vendor, and then we've got a tiny little corner where we've got an assortment of different products. So like, for example, they had Amazon Alexas, but they didn't have any like Google Nest speakers. But you know, all in all, like, it was so much fun just like looking at all the stuff that they had. They had like really popular budget like keyboards and microphones. Like this microphone, they had that there, and they also had like the Shure MV8, I think MV7 or MV8. They had that there too, and they had like all like the GoPro cameras. They had like they had the hi-fi like AV receivers and stuff. They had a lot of TVs there, and they had antennas. Unfortunately, no, you know, Blu-rays. Yeah, but I mean, we already know that they got rid of all of that. So I definitely need to go again, because like after going there and seeing the prices, like the antennas were going for like what, like $50-$60. Like that's pretty affordable. So like I definitely need to like go back and get like a antenna or something, because like, you know, buy one antenna, you know, it's literally like teaching you how to fish with, you know, how much you get afterwards. Like you get like broadcast TV, a lot of stuff where, you know, on streaming you'd have to pay, you know, to watch stuff like, I don't know, like the NBA finals, but you could just watch it for free. You just got to buy the antenna once. And then of course with next gen, what's it called, ATSC 3.0, now they are coming out with like, what is it, support for HDR. Like a lot of stations doing HDR, a few are doing 4K. There's support all the way up for like 8K, not to mention things like Dolby Audio. Like, it looks like a very promising format, especially if like they don't like put in too much DRM. Like DRM's not something I'm worried about now, but in the future, like when I have more money and I'm able to like, you know, actually build a server that could store, I don't know, a server that could store a lot of downloads and things, like that would be really cool to utilize. I just hope that they don't ruin that with DRM. That'd be the worst. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop into the bro SMP. We are going to be looking for a spear. I think this is what it is we're looking for, or a spear, staff, something like that. I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the Discord server and hop into the world itself. Hold on, let me see. Now, last time I did this, one of my siblings was able to send some sort of message that was like, oh, you know, such and such is hanging out. I don't know how to do that myself. Well, let's let the game load, because it takes a little bit of time to load while I fiddle with this. But Discord's been acting up. It froze and crashed on me earlier. It froze, but it didn't crash this time. Very weird. Discord usually runs more or less pretty well for me. But frankly, dude, I would love to get this whole computer replaced. It's not bad, but the build itself was a little old. I'm starting to feel its age. Like very clearly, like there's stuff on here that would load a lot faster. I think if I had either a brand new computer or a computer running off of an SSD. Like this right here is booting off of an HDD. I used to have an SSD, but then the computer had crashed, so I had to switch to an HDD that I had. Hey, hold on, where was it when they were like whale shark is hanging out? I forget where that was. That's weird. The music stopped. Discord froze again. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Not in a complimentary way, by the way. Yeah, wait, now all the Windows stuff froze. Wait. OBS froze. OBS froze. Hold on, wait. What is going on? No, this is all client side. Oh, okay, everything's loading now. This is all client side stuff. Wait, are you guys in the Bros and P? Okay, hold on. Are you guys in? There you go. There you go. There we go. Okay. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. What happened?
Oh, my computer was just acting up a little bit. Being somewhat temperamental. It still is. I don't know. It's like freezing up here and there. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a second. There are a couple pop-ups. Let me close these out. No, it's still acting weird. Anyways. I don't know why I'm in this. Why am I in this house?
Can you hear me or not?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me or not?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me or not?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What?
Yeah, I can hear you. Try turning your speaker on. Or try turning on your speaker.
What?
Try turning on your speaker.
It is on.
Okay.
It is on. What's up?
Hey, are you guys on? Did you guys log in yet?
Nope. Octopus, I don't think he wants to play tonight.
Wait, really?
I mean, I told him to go to the game, and then he was acting all rude and stuff, and he.
Oh, he's playing Rocket League.
Are you
Yeah,
in?
yeah, I'm in right now. I don't want to fight these creepy crawlies by myself.
He was acting all rude and stuff, and he was like, "Is he in the game? Is he in the game?" And he was like he did not want to turn off his Rocket League, so I'm gonna take that as he doesn't want to play tonight.
Oh, so you're just being mean. Okay.
Boom.
Wait, so am I supposed to just get the? So I'm just supposed to just get the staff by myself then? What's it called? Staff, spear? What is it? Employees? I don't know.
I'm gonna go pick him off, and then if he doesn't want to play, then he can just like sit in here. But I already said earlier that we should play, and then like we should just play like just me and him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was also like acting rude then too, and he was like, "Oh, well," he's like, "Oh, well, if Mark's not gonna be on, then I'm just gonna play by myself, play my own game." He said, "Oh, you got to play Lego Fortnite with me earlier. I'm just gonna play this game by myself." And then he just like turned on Rocket League, and then he like would not turn it off. So I don't know what's happening there.
Okay, hold on. There we go. I found a bed. I'm sleeping through the night.
I'm gonna get the charger.
Whoa.
And the speaker. So I'll be right back.
Ah, man. Found an Enderman.
Okay, hold on, bro. I'm gonna drop the bed. Stop pulling that. That just got me.
Oh, I killed the Enderman. What? Bro, I was so scared. I thought the Enderman would just kill me. But actually, like, the Enderman barely dealt me any damage. So now I got two Ender tiers or whatever.
It's really cool. That was really.
Well, yeah, because we can use them to make more of those portals, right?
Yeah, I just avoid them. I don't really try to mess with Enderman too much. Okay, I'm gonna go cook him off. I bet he already started another round too, but I'm gonna go cook him off.
Okay. Wait, are you already on?
No, because he was playing his game. He was playing Rocket League.
Wait, don't you have it on your Switch?
I don't have Minecraft on my Switch.
Why not?
Doesn't it cost money?
Oh, Minecraft costs money.
Yes.
Oh, look at the
But
sunrise.
Sorry, I'll just kick him off and play maybe by myself. But okay, give me 1 second. What are you doing? I mean, honestly, I should just kick you off then.
Very cool, very cool.
Sorry, we should kick you. Why?
No, why? No. That's petty and dumb. But I will say that I am about ready to keep on exploring.
Mute. It says mute. We're working, but
You're gonna me out because all my friends are on my rugby.
Oh, there we go. Okay, guys, let's just play the game, okay? Let's just play the game.
Tell you? I said go into the game.
power.
Because I knew he was probably in the game. And then he said, is he in the game? Is he in the game? This is what I was thinking about. He usually just takes him like 15 minutes, 30 minutes to somebody said that, but I said that we're already loaded in. He would probably be like, what, like 5 minutes? Like 5 minutes left waiting for him? So it makes sense for us to wait for him to play the game. We played the game with him like many times.
Chat, can you guys explain what they're arguing about? It sounds like they're going in circles to me.
Because what's his name? Altiprism has like a almost debilitating obsession with Rocket League and played Rocket League for like 5 billion hours a day.
Oh yeah, at this point, not. You know, ban him from Rocket League and give him Minecraft back. This is ridiculous.
Exactly.
What she's saying is she doesn't want me to finish a Rocket League match. It's all about her. She doesn't want me to finish a match.
Yeah,
It's like an hour past the time for us to play.
I leave first thing from ranks and getting banned from the game.
Why is there swords
If you leave a match in the middle of a match, you get banned from the operators of Rocket League will ban you for
Really?
I don't know what. Probably maybe like a few days.
Yeah.
So I would go play with my friends because all of this want me to quit the living and I was
That's an over-exaggeration.
that's what actually would have happened. Do you know how Rocket League works? If you leave the game, it's called you can leave the game. It's like exit the game in the middle of the round. You'll count
Oh, is there mug food?
unfair.
I actually have heard of this. I have heard about this actually.
You didn't say, oh, wait until my match is over. You said, is he in the game? Is he in the game? I don't see him in the game right now. That's
Wait.
literally what you said.
Wait, so which direction are we going in?
We're going.
I don't know.
We're not going. You know, right now we're going to up the mountain.
Which mountain?
Right here. The mountain with the dry mountain.
Alright, okay.
Guys,
Otherwise, you also you want to.
I honestly should actually probably get like Minecraft and Twitch.
Yeah, you sure?
That way I don't have to like wait for people to play the game.
Yep.
So just have to wait a few minutes.
A few minutes. It's like 5 minutes left. I'm pretty sure. I literally did my entire meal prep, and then by the time that I was done, that took like 15 to 30 minutes. By the time that I was done, then you were like, "Oh, we should log in to Mars here." Yeah, I mean, you just go to my face and stare at me and tell me.
Dude, it's
That's why
fine.
it's like
It's chill. Let's just play the game.
Bro, where are you? Where are you, bro?
Oh, I'm headed towards Octoprison right now.
Oh no, I think I see you.
King Corn himself.
Bro, have you had mate? Yerba mate? Have you had it before?
Nope, but I saw Ruslan drink it on his streams.
Did you chose to drink it? Oh yeah, that's right. You did.
Dude was chugging those things like they were saving his life.
The thing is, okay, those the ones that he had, like the same ones that I had, those apparently have an intense amount of sugar in it.
Oh,
like
you do?
30 grams per bottle. I don't think.
Because I think he might have stopped drinking them, so maybe that's why.
You think he what?
I think he stopped drinking them on stream. Like I can't remember, but I think he stopped drinking them on stream, so maybe that's why.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure it had 160 milligrams of caffeine in it. Something like that. Some crazy amount.
Well, you can certainly do worse.
But the plant itself is like really interesting.
Really. Sounds like you're about to pitch me like Kratom or something.
What are you doing right now, Mark?
Is there another what?
Sounds like you're about to pitch me like Kratom or something. Oh, the plant's really interesting. You should check out the chemistry. Like, okay. Okay,
no, no. I would never suggest anything that could well, okay, that's not true. Because I do actually, like if you're gonna drink any energy drink, I would do suggest yerba mate. I just like how it is.
Wait, King Corn, where are you?
I'm waiting for you on top of this thing.
I typically
standing.
Where are you?
Okay, you're blue, right? Yabba-dee yabba-die? Yeah. Okay. What? What? What?
They were like, okay. You said that one song. I did actually.
Okay.
I did the Just Dance for that song for a little bit. Like that was part of my Just Dance rotation with that song.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite fun. I'm pretty sure Austin liked it too.
That's what?
I'm blue. What?
What is sitting right?
Come on.
Wait, bro.
I think.
Really?
Yeah. Let's come on.
Come on, you just plot while you going this.
I what?
I don't think I would ever.
Plot while you going. This is plot.
I don't think I would ever suggest to anyone something that's highly addictive
flammable.
Unless it's caffeine. I guess caffeine is highly addictive to some people, but like I mean, I've never had like a kava tea or something, or kava like a sparkling kava before.
Mm-hmm.
But I assume that like from what I read about kava, it's not addictive either.
Huh.
And like the traditional medicinal tea, I will always be recommending those to people because those are actually really good. Some of them don't really do anything to me. Like
what's in medicinal tea? Is it like opiates?
No, it's not like hard drugs. It's not hard drugs, bro.
I'm not gonna run.
Run.
No,
Nothing.
running will waste resources. I'll get to the same
No,
place
well,
you'll get.
You bring food so that when you start running, you can heal up. You can heal your hunger bars up. That's how the game works. You're supposed to run in mindset. It's not all about walking.
But walking is good.
Walking's actually not that great. It's like average. I hate walking actually.
No, in the game.
I literally never even walk. I always speed walk everywhere.
No, walking is pretty good.
If I'm walking somewhere, then it's against my will. That's like the only time that I'll get to speed walk. Like if I'm stuck behind someone, they're being super slow, then I'm just like forced to walk.
Or if I
actually do not have like, if I'm not like in a hurry, then I actually will walk somewhere. But I generally try to not walk, like intentionally. And I try to not walk intentionally. I'm not gonna go say let me go on a walk. I'm either doing like intense workout or I'm not doing any workout at all. Or not like intense workout. I either do like medium or moderate like workout. But I feel like walking is tedious or something. Like it's just kind of boring to walk. Or if I'm walking somewhere, then that's fine. Like if I get rollerblades, then I'm probably gonna rollerblade into town.
Dude, look at the sunset. Look at the sunset. It looks incredible.
It looks average for us.
How do you say?
Okay, check out my stream. Check out my stream. It looks amazing.
Guys, there's a thing.
It's so beautiful. Watch it.
Oh, there's a bad mom. So talk about the beautiful sunset.
Where?
Well,
Was not killing the alpaca. So how bad can it be?
Oh, guys, it looks like.
Oh look, bro, look. Octopus, look. You're not looking. Look.
Yeah, no, that's like. Try to tell you.
No, look.
Look at Octopus, please, Adam.
Can you keep following us, please?
I'm walking now.
Thanks. Do you remember the 21st? Where'd everyone go?
I want to lose.
My way invisible. I can't see anybody.
What do you mean I'm invisible? Oh, it's probably the skeleton head.
But anyway, bro, I'm not even like an energy drink person. I saw it on campus. Actually, the first time I saw it was on campus, and I asked mom what it was. And then she told me that's like some type of tea thing. So I was like, huh. So then I saw it again at Walmart, and then I got it like kind of like an impulse buy. It was only like $1 or $2 for a can.
You said Walmart?
So I just bought it. Yeah. And they had individual cans there, so I just got it.
What the heck is that?
What? It's a spider?
Yeah, TMR, I keep telling. I told
No,
you.
what is this?
It's a boss fight, isn't it?
A flender?
Yeah, no, don't go over there. Just follow up.
Where are you, bro?
Okay.
Where did he go?
Oh wow.
Bro, where are you? Oh, is that a wizard's hut?
There?
No, I'm actually about to die. Hold on.
Can you stop fighting it, please? Let's go.
Bro, go over to the house over here. Maybe is that the wizard's hut?
No, there's a flender right there that's chasing you, Marshall.
Oh.
If only we had those young brothers.
We already have wizard stats and magic rocks. What more do we need?
We could have Nautilus, just one.
Sorry, you know we have to do invisible. Well,
I'm the one that's chasing actually.
Bro, where are you? I thought I just saw you.
I'm following you. Yeah, I died. You want me to follow you? I followed you. You wanted me to follow you. All right, how do I get to where you are?
Your corpse is in the ocean. Your corpse is in the ocean.
Oh, my corpse is the ocean? Okay, perfect. Hold on, wait a second. I'm gonna pull up the stream and try to find my chords.
Okay.
Come on, you in the village tomorrow?
What? I'm back in the village. See, this is what I get for following you guys. Yeah. I mean, I clearly could not outrun that Flender.
Bro, you need to heal. Go heal, go heal, go heal. I did this. Go heal while I did this, bro. I mean, it's so quick.
That was actually kind of crazy. If I had like more health and stuff, and I wasn't also trying to like outrun the other mobs, that would have been an interesting creature to try to fight.
Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? Woo! So many. What are these things? Help
It's
me.
called a Flender,
Someone
I thought.
No, they're all these little babies, and they're like, what in the world? Whoa, what in the world? Whoa, someone help me now. Whoa.
Wait, this is the wrong
I'm
direction.
dead, because I know I'm dead. Save me now, save me now.
Mark, you know there's where you go into water whenever you want? If you walk while you're swimming, then you can swim whenever you want.
I never said you wouldn't.
Let's go to Adam here.
Oh yeah, that's actually true.
Wait, walk and try to walk.
Where is it? Where is it?
And you try to walk.
No! What the hell are you doing?
The Flender.
I said I died at 64. Okay, I have to walk all the way this stupid way. You're at the village. It's all that far. Oh, that's right. Wait, bro, did you go to sleep at the village too, like I did?
I died at the village. But no, I woke up at the village, yeah.
How do I go to the I know where it is. Keep following me.
I'm following my cords. I went back to the stream and paused it.
Why did it say you're on the ground? Where are you, bro?
What?
Yeah.
It says you're in the ground. You didn't
I'm literally in the ground. What are you doing?
We went this way. I know where we went.
Wait. Oh, hold on. Wait, it's this way. It's this way.
Oh, nasty! You.
Wait, why are we all at the same place?
I'm gonna do shit about the night.
Wait, why are we all together? Wait, did everyone die?
What? It was almost dead and then it's good.
Why do you put your, if you're supposed to put your foot up?
Wait, hold on. Did everyone die?
No, everyone didn't die. That's why I'm here. No, everyone did. I'm not quite sure why. So, I'm not quite sure why bro's blind like that. Actually, wait. Let's sleep in the village. Let's sleep in the village. So you walked all that way just to like go sleep in the village. I'm on. Sleep in the village. I'm on.
I'm not in the village.
I'm on. Sleep in the village.
I'm not in the village.
Go to the village and sleep in it. Not that far.
I'm not in the village.
Go to the village.
Wait a second. I'm looking for food. You're walking on food right now. Walking on food. Flowers?
Truly shouldn't be. But it kind of takes speech. Where? Come to the room. Yeah, I just want to move. I'm going this way. I think it's the one who does.
Wait, what? That was in the house.
But I think that one. He's safe. He's safe. He's safe. He's safe. He's safe. He's safe. Probably mobile.
But it's going to be a skeleton. It's going to be a skeleton.
And why are you in the village?
No.
Marcus, it says you have 100 hearts.
Samar, I'm about to leave the street. Go to the village. That's a wise thing to do. Sleeping in bed and go to sleep. I'm sleeping. It's supposed to go to sleep. Can you go to sleep?
What?
This is what I want to make out.
You know, I'm actually gonna die before I make it to the village anyway, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go to sleep.
Because I have only like 1.5 hearts left. How did we even find a Flender? What is a Flender?
It's just a boss fight, one of those random structures that spawns.
And why was its range so high? Like, why was it able to
It was shooting bombs at you. You know,
yeah, but why was it able to follow us for so long? I thought I could just swim away.
Come here. Come here, Mom. Come here, Mom. Come here, Mom. Walk.
Oh, you want me to sleep? I'm sleeping.
That's not on.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, what are the worlds? What are the worlds? What are the worlds? What are the same now? Can we keep going, please? Keep going. I can't keep going anywhere. Where are you, bro?
Yes.
I'm dying. I'm literally dying.
Where are you?
Dying and dead.
I'm white. Speaker?
Oh, I see you through the door.
Okay. And that is his mouth. He just was sensation.
Why is this person always dying? Every single
His entire conference.
Wait, so does everyone have their own accounts now?
So you died, you should use that while for how do you get less health again?
Oh, wait. Oh, cool. Wait. Everyone has their own accounts now.
I'm going to tell you guys.
Okay, I'll see you later. I'm going
to the
Okay, I'll see you later. Wait, you're going to the village?
What?
No, I'm going to the final to myself.
What's the tea now?
Everyone's walking.
Why did everyone die?
75. Oh, wait a second. It's this way. 4950. Okay, so I gotta go. Approximately 200 blocks in this direction.
So,
This time we're going to start walk here. Say hi to
yeah, you have to look at that. That's why you're sending your story.
Why is it that?
That's why I almost said. That's why I almost said.
Why? You're right, you can't defend yourself on fire, because that's the reason why you died. I'm not talking about what they I'm talking about you.
You know, all I really need some, like, we all should collectively take manners lessons. So manners we properly talk to people.
Oh, yes, and then at the end you should tell us what you've learned.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, the whole thing with the steam forks and the sound forks, I literally I had to, like, Google that.
Rosie, you're in the mood. You're in the mood.
I'm in the mode. I'm always in the mode.
So I'm sorry, right there.
Yeah. Which mode are you
Speed mode. Somebody poop?
No.
Did the bird poop?
Wait, where are you, bro? Where are you?
Me?
You're no, there. Why are you this way?
I'm heading towards my my skeleton or whatever, where I died.
Oh, I'm done.
So hungry.
Wait, which way is it? Which way is it, bro? Which way is it? Bro, which way is it? I'm just walking.
So I'm following the third number for now. The third number is -4950.
Are you really telling me you're just wandering? Okay, yes. How do I get to inventory? How do I get to
Press E.
No, how do I get to texting? How do I open text?
Oh, press T. Press T.
How do I open text?
Press T.
That's right. I can't. I'm not playing that version.
No,
It works for me.
because they're doing Stephanie, so she'd be like Stephanie 1 and Stephanie 2, and so she just named her own nickname.
Dude, that's crazy. I went from like 1.5. I went from 1.5 hearts to like almost full now. I literally thought I was gonna die, actually.
Oh wait,
Everybody.
Are you
Wait.
making fun of
I went too far. Okay, -4950.
All you're doing, you're literally gossiping right now. That's literally what you're doing.
And then, okay.
No.
So it's gonna go 700 blocks in this direction. And then I'll be there.
Everybody's like, Josh.
That was Josh.
Josh when he's grown up.
What?
Because you guys are always gossiping. Who are you gossiping about now?
No, but actually could send that video to him. So this
What? I'm gonna go to Ashley.
You guys are literally making gossiping sounds.
No, it's literally Josh.
Gossiping sounds? What does that even mean? That's laughing.
Stop!
No, chat, something happened. Yeah, how do I put the chat?
It's right button.
Right, look.
I can't have someone who's an actor. I was wrong for one thing. So one thing. What?
Hey, you've never told me.
Remember? I should have done
The donuts? You never told me.
What are you guys talking about? Dumplings?
Pictures of the dumpling? That's not something you can say.
I can't find right now.
Did you say she said picture of the dumpling? That's true.
Ew. Who said what?
Abriel.
Who was
I
that?
don't think that who said what.
Said,
Who was that person in line?
Let's see what your friends are.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you all my friends because I have like 3 right now. I'm gonna go all 3 of my friends right now. I'm telling you.
Of all the ways to die.
I think Chris was on shoot. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, I got a skeleton, and his bow had knocked back 1 infinite. Bro, he knocked me to the next kingdom, bro.
Wait, someone had knockback infinite?
Bro, his bow had like knockback infinite on it, and I was getting shot like to the sky.
Yo.
That
Dude,
was
I wish I could have seen that.
Stop too.
He shot
Wait, what can I say again?
That's 10.
you
10 friends?
You know 10 people.
Who are you?
My
No,
enemy
I literally talk to these people in every single class. This is okay.
I'm just wandering, bro. Where are you?
Class I have
Me?
Leah, I have Leah, Ariana.
Okay, not Nibby. How many friends do you have?
Me?
and-
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can count them all.
See?
Probably at least like 20.
20?
What?
I don't
Yeah, at least.
Like, should be legal.
Wait, why?
That's crazy. That's like,
But in church,
So popularity. I know like almost every person.
I have.
no, reminds me of that one guy
I have
from,
one.
remember Adults? Remember Adults? Remember the TV show Adults?
Yeah.
That one guy, Anton, what's his name?
No.
What his actor was? Owen Field. His character, he was like, he had so many friends. That's like you, bro.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I'm testing friends in church.
Like, you literally meet random people, and then become friends with them, and it's like crazy.
Yes, literally.
Oh yeah. I actually talked to Mike about that.
But when it comes to like closer friends, I probably have like maybe like 10 to 15.
So that's a lot more than,
In the top run, popularity. So
I actually only have one close friend. I can tell her
This is,
anything.
climbing these mountains is actually pretty difficult. It feels like an extreme sport. Okay.
No, I can't tell her.
Okay, this is gonna go 300 more blocks this direction, fellas. 300 more blocks in this direction. Now I don't know how I'm gonna defend myself in the. I don't know how I'm gonna defend myself. I don't know how I'm gonna defend myself against the Flender, but I am armed with a stick.
Stop! I have more!
I just stop yelling, you're to bring it down. You're not like right now. Down.
Just don't find over a stone sword and hard tomorrow.
Bring it down.
What?
Stop yelling.
What?
I just killed the Flender.
What you did?
Speak it.
Let's go. Let's go.
I killed the two.
Oh! But you died for the flint! Oh! But you died for the flint!
I'm gonna kill you.
Yo, wait, bro.
you
Next person on the server who dies is gonna die from like COVID or something. Like, they're just gonna die of random things.
Hey, Amar,
Yes.
can you explain to me why? Stop. Can you explain to me why phantoms don't die when in the daytime? They're undead. That's how the Minecraft rule goes. So why are they dying? They burn in the daylight. That's how the game works.
Yeah, that's how it works actually.
That is how it works. Why are they dying?
Wait, is it just this mod though? Is the mod keeping them alive? Because you have to remember, we're not.
That's how the game works.
Oh,
They can't mistake that. Everyone hates phantoms, but they die in the morning. And all your war spirits are over. So why are they still here? And we sleep too. We sleep.
I'm.
We sleep too. It's the worst part. We sleep.
Maybe one of us isn't sleeping.
Where am I corpse?
I don't please.
There's a second
Because I
corpse
do
box.
know from experience that if you sleep, the phantom does go away.
You care. I know you
Bro,
care.
which one is
You
mine?
care enough to say I don't care.
Oh, there it is. It's right there. I care. Whoa, what is that?
Phantom. And then that's fine.
Wait, actually, I think I'm starting to hear the phantom.
See, Amar, why are the phantoms? Did you try like setting off or something? Why are the phantoms in the daytime?
What?
That's not how the game.
You care. I know you care. You can't understand. I don't care. Now go at it. She's so insulted.
I know. What do you think I'm trying to do right now?
Oh my goodness! Look how beautiful this is.
Where's the fire together on this stuff?
I can't. I literally can't.
Simple army student.
Here, just do what? Where is it? Where is it?
Use your shield.
There are multiple.
What in the
phantoms. I'm not
world?
quite sure where is it? Whoa.
Why are you screaming?
Phantoms don't believe you though.
Yeah, I just got like high quality footage of the phantoms.
Hurts. And it's not even funny. Actually. Well,
Oh my. Okay.
the monster
Oh my.
It's not hers. You're bringing it upon yourself. You're not going to bed.
No, horse. No, it was daytime, and I got killed by a phantom because you.
Okay. No, it has not even passed yet, and the phantoms are appearing. That doesn't make any logical sense.
I'm getting high quality footage of these phantoms, guys. This is crazy.
What? It
But
took us one day.
it's only 5 days till the phantom.
It took us one day.
It's 3. It's 3 days. If you speak with
Whoa, hold on. I'm actually about to die. Wait a second.
He slept last night, so I don't know what's going on. Well, the people distract them.
I can't. I'm in the hole right now because I'm
Okay,
do anything.
stop working until Adam doesn't look like that.
I'm gonna eat some food. I want to eat some food. I'm gonna get some meal.
I haven't grabbed my hold that face and over my eyes, forcefully got in his face.
I'm gonna eat some heals right now, guys. Let me heal. I have not even finished dusting my corpse yet because the thing's kill me. I'm literally digging the ground. Digging the ground now. Digging the ground now, and then wait some more.
Wait,
Digging the ground now.
maybe it's part of the mod.
It's your corpse.
Wait. Oh hey, Bunny 234 in the chat says love your vids. You're amazing. Never quit. You're amazing. I appreciate you, Bunny. Yeah. So a lot of people didn't like understand exactly what I was saying in the like I give up VOD, even though like I literally explain it in the stream. What I'm giving up doing is multi-streaming. Not giving up streaming at all. I do want to come back to multi-streaming, but I just need more time to test a unified chat solution. But yeah, so that's what I'm quitting. I'm not quitting streaming at all. I am sticking around at least for now. Now, what I might be willing to consider is giving up. Hold on, what is this? What I might be willing to consider is giving up looking for the staff with all the grief that it's been given us. I do wonder if the mod is putting phantoms there, like as like vultures that like surround dead bodies. Because that's the only thing that makes sense. They're literally hovering around the corpses.
They didn't know that phantoms are the most hated mob ever in Minecraft.
I don't think they know that. Also, Bunny 234, you're my #1 fan. You're top fan in the chat right now. So. Okay, I think I'm gonna try and get that corpse.
I'll catch you more.
What?
I'll catch you more.
Okay, hold on, wait a second.
Where are you?
I'm in the ocean.
Where?
You don't see me?
Okay, well, I see you.
Okay, so my corpse is down there. There's one mob down there. If you could beat the mob off with the stick while I extract my stuff, I'd appreciate that. Actually, you know what? I could try. Oh, there are 2 mobs.
Slowly bring me your stuff from your corpse. Where is it?
My corpse is down here.
Where? Over there?
Oh, hold on, wait a
Okay.
second. I'm drowning. Wait a second. Ah. Wait, hold on. Never mind. I drew the mobs away. I might kill them myself.
I'm here.
Okay, great. Thanks. You take care of them for me, please. Thank you.
What are you talking to, Mom?
Where's your corpse? Where's your corpse, Lamar?
It's down here.
You died from drowns?
No, it was literally the Flender. So the Flender killed me while I was in the water.
Oh, okay. Go get it. I'll protect you from the book.
All right, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You get it? There's stuff.
No, there's still some stuff left, but I've almost got everything.
If you dust the corpse, all systems pop out. If you dust it, everything will pop out.
Oh, so I should dust the corpse?
You attack it and then dust it, everything will just pop out.
Wait, yo, I should do that then. Hold on, wait. So I attack it.
Yeah, I think Ryan gets the other stuff.
Man, I didn't even get half of my XP.
That doesn't matter. See what your stuff's at.
Wait, hold on. My stuff is floating around. Wait a second.
Am I still about to die? Are there still mobs around me or not?
We're not. Guys, we need to get those cookies. I think they go around the corpse. Looks like dotting around the corpse.
I don't have half of my stuff. But half of my stuff is not in there.
Doesn't matter. So,
Half of my stuff is not in there. Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. It's scattered around.
look, my brother's protecting me, hopefully.
Everything is scattered around the ocean. I don't know. Wait, why did it do it like this?
No one knows.
I'll usually kill them.
Half of the stuff is scattered around. I'm still missing some stuff.
Where my boots? Wait, my boots are gone? My boots are gone, guys. So that's devastating.
Yeah, wait, no, I should not have listened to that advice. That did not work.
Whose advice?
That's how it works.
Oh, wait, hold on. Dusting the corpse?
Yeah, that's how it works.
No,
Oh, no,
not
the
for
corpse.
me. All it did for me was like it made me lose more than half of my stuff.
Wait, you didn't lose anything important, did you?
Your stuff can't.
Most of my weapons. Most of my weapons are my tools.
Your weapons aren't gone anymore.
Yeah, they are. Gone but not forgotten.
Wait, what tools do you need right now?
I had three swords. I need at least one of them because the sword that I have now is almost dead.
A little knockback on it.
Unless someone else got my stuff. Like I don't. No one else is near me though.
Yeah, Mark, this is your sword. It's an iron sword with knockback on it. I don't think it's mine.
If it has no enchantments, then yeah, it's mine.
Well, I'm giving you that. It's yours now.
Wait, it's mine. Okay, thanks.
Said he gives it more.
Wait, what are we even doing here? We don't need to be here anymore. Why are we sticking around where all the phantoms are?
No, we need to. First of all, we need to. I tried to kill the flaggers so we can live wherever it was. But you also need to make some boots.
But man, that was such a mistake. I should have never dusted that corpse. Man.
Or what you lose? What you lose off support?
What?
Well,
Mostly weapons and tools, but like there were like some other incidental things too, where it's like it would have been nice to keep like my wood, for example. I had like 3 stacks of wood.
It's all over the place.
What?
It's all over the place.
Yeah, I
You
know.
want
I have like a bunch of food. Most of my food is still here. Not all of it, but
I
most
have
of
some
it.
runes. If you need runes for a staff, I have some runes that you can use.
Oh yeah, there were some ender tears. I had some ender tears. Those are gone.
Okay, difference with OP swords over here.
Where are you, bro?
Wait, OP what?
OP swords over here.
Where are you? How'd you get there?
It's where the thunder was. Go down. Go all the way down to the little chain.
Wait, hold on. Where are you?
That is 10 damage? Yo, that's what's my diamond sword.
Where do I find this sword?
Smite 4? Actually, that's pretty good sword. Omar, it's a gold sword.
There's an enemy down here.
It's a gold sword, okay, but it's not here. I don't see it.
There's one down.
No.
There's an enemy.
It's not very good. Fire ass for mistake. Take it with me now.
Wait, hold on, where's the gold sword?
Wait, I can't put any of these in my. Bro, do you want me to bring it to you? Do you want me to bring it to you, bro?
Oh, that'd be nice, actually. I mean, I would certainly
Because
take.
I can throw this in my pack
Whoa.
and then nothing kills me while I'm doing this.
Actually, hold on. Never mind. I'm about to die anyways. Hold on.
No, hold on. I have food for you. Just dig into a hole and sit there. I have food for you. Where are you, bro?
Wait, no, I actually have food. That's not the problem.
Eat.
What do you mean? I have food. Food is not the problem.
Eat it. What do you mean?
Dude.
You're like, what's this?
Believe me, it was not starvation that came and hit me and dealt me damage while flying from the sky, okay?
Then what did you do to yourself? Take this.
I walked,
Take this sword.
that's what I did.
Wait, yeah, this sword deals 10 damage per hit.
Wait, which one?
It's a powerful of my diamond sword. For free.
Release some more food.
The golden sword?
Yes. Believe it or not, yes, the golden sword is the most powerful item I have in my inventory right now.
Woo! Oh, thank you.
One of the most powerful items I have in my inventory. Does anyone else have a boat other than me?
Dude, I can make one. I have enough wood to make one.
We have to make a boat right here, and then we're gonna start getting.
Hold on.
Come on, are you full health?
Am I what?
Are you full health?
Not quite, but hold on. I'm rearranging my inventory because I want to move my food up. But guys, we need to end this expedition expeditiously because I am frankly sick and tired of just dying.
You're controlling her iPad, so you can't.
You're the one who told us to run into the path of a flender and lose all our stuff, and then you told me to dust the corpse, so I lost more than half of my materials. I don't think that was the fault of Marissa playing on her tablet.
Stop!
I thought about to do so, bro.
What's wrong with me right now? Omar, can we keep going? We're gonna go without more stuff. Come on.
Sure, yeah. Well, let's you know what? She can follow us. Yeah, she can follow us.
What do you offer? What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Just make one.
I'm literally following you guys. What are we doing? What's happening? Am I making a boat? Like, what are we
Wait,
doing?
what's over here?
It's a blender. I keep telling you that.
Wait, there's a blender here?
So, making a boat or what's
Wait, you make it. Wait for you.
No, what if
Come on, get on my boat. We're gonna make it out of one.
what did
What?
you do?
Get on my boat.
Hold on, wait a
How do I make it
second.
up?
Is there anything else I can loot from here?
No, I can check everything. Let's go.
How do I make it up?
Okay.
Get it craft. You craft.
You don't tell me what to do. Do this without some of the instructions. Fly, guys, fly in the sky. Like that makes so much sense.
How much health are you at?
How much health am I at?
Wait, bro.
I turned off the HUD, so I don't know.
What do you mean now? I can't swim. I don't know how to steer. What is a steer? See, what is a steer?
Look down. Make sure that you just turn. Turn the thing.
Turn what's doing? That doesn't make sense. Have not a new steer.
Go where you look.
All right. Wait, you have my ender tier? Where'd you find it?
I don't know.
You know what?
You guys,
Wait, were you in the water when I dusted my corpse?
Yes, we were all in the water. You might have just
Oh, yeah, you probably just got some of my stuff, which is fine. The most important things were like the food and the material and the weapons. I have the weapons more or less that I needed. And any tools that I had, I can remake. The food is honestly the most important thing. I got a lot of food, which I got it all back. I got it all back. The rotten flesh, the cooked mutton, the what are the berries, cherries, and blueberries. All that stuff.
Amar, have you ever slept? I think it's Amar.
Why? Why do they keep killing me? They keep killing me.
We're in the area.
Yeah, see, look, it's the fault of whoever it's chasing. That's how it works.
So look up. Is it hitting us?
I think it might be me though. No, it might be someone hitting me. Why is it not hitting Amar then? That makes sense. Why is it not hitting non-living then?
Slept.
I mean, it hits me when I get close, but it's not chasing me.
It's literally, I am the only boat that it's hitting.
Yeah. Like I'm recording the cinematic footage and it's hilarious because like it's literally just like us paddling boats and then behind us is just like a whole flock. Oh, no, why'd you stop? You're bringing them with us. Oh, hit you in the back. Oh. This footage, man. This is great. Yo, you are dead. What are you doing? Yo, you got two headed right towards you. You got two headed right towards you. Yeah, one more. Yeah.
What are you doing?
He's not gonna be dying. He's not gonna die.
No, I think. One more. Right behind you. Ah.
Bro.
He's not gonna die. He's not gonna die.
Oh my goodness. What was that?
You found an island.
Oh, I was looking in the wrong direction. I was looking behind us.
We found an island, or is that where we started?
I don't think we're back where we started. We are hundreds of blocks away from home. Miles even.
I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, I am though.
Do it!
My village? Please, let me sleep now, please. Before I die.
This game doesn't let you do naps, unfortunately.
Just like John Bird, though.
Black villager? Let's go.
Diversity.
Oh, they actually added ethnicity to this game?
Yo!
Oh, that's right. Oh, that makes sense because it's hot over here. Yeah.
That's insane.
Okay, the thing is that the villagers are brown anyway, though. Like the villagers,
I've never seen villagers.
The villagers have always been brown. Okay.
They're like mixed. They're like Bruno Mars.
Yeah, they're like
not
really
these.
mixed.
They made these blacker. I can tell.
Wow. Okay. It's crazy.
They're miscellaneous. That's their ethnicity.
All right, bro.
They're black. All right, bro.
They are brown, bro.
Okay, I just reset my spawn point.
So did I. So I guess if we die over here, then.
Actually, you know what? Now, in hindsight, that's actually a horrible idea because we don't have any wave points over here. Any waystones?
Sun's going down.
I know it's okay. I think we're not supposed to waste one. We're not should have.
Okay, hold on. So where's the thing we're looking for? Wait,
What?
we're here looking for a staff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, where is it? Where is it?
We can always go to your previous streams and just get the waypoint off of there, or get the coordinates off
Or
of there.
the coordinates, true. But hold on, where's the staff?
I don't know.
You know what? Here's the thing. I love that we're on a quest to look for a staff, and we have no idea where the staff is. I've actually never. I don't think I've done a quest like this before. Where it's like we're looking for something, we have no idea where it is. What?
It's a randomly generated structure. It could be anywhere.
Well, then why haven't we found it yet?
I don't know.
Oh, here, let me shoot some. Pretty sure it should see.
What? There are so many villagers here. Dude, I admire your guys' village. Wait, I didn't lose all. Wait, did I wonder if I lost all of my my emeralds, or if they're back home. But you know what? Going back home is actually going to be a quest in and of itself. Yeah, going back home is going to be its own quest. Wait, so what are you guys doing?
That's what I want to know.
Also, I've got a question. How do I know when the like where the staff is gonna be? Like, is there a structure that I'm supposed to look for? If there is a structure I'm supposed to look for, what is it? What does it look like?
It's like crystals, like and with that crystals on it.
It's got crystals on it? Wait, what's the structure called?
I thought you stopped
I
laughing.
think it's called witch hunt. I think it's called a wither hunter.
Huh.
You know, right? Nice to this.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go pick some fruit.
That's so funny. Okay.
What, picking fruit? You must have survived.
No, I'm watching some of the older posts in one of the group chats on Instagram, and it's so funny. You said one of the funniest things ever. It's the Lego movie, the Lego Batman movie ending scene.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? It's funny. Anyway.
It's a funny movie.
Oh, you said that.
No, you said you put it in a thing. I'll just put it again.
Dad's on the Zoom.
Cool. You're on Zoom. So.
No.
Come off the road. I just tagged you, bro.
Dude, after all this spelunking, I literally can't wait to just go back to the village and finish building my massive buildings and then populating it with villagers. That was so much fun.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah,
What?
I told you.
Guinea pigs.
That's not guinea pigs. Look at guinea pigs can hold their own.
Wait, guinea pigs what?
I said guinea pigs can hold their own because they can.
You said they can hold their own?
Yeah, see? Yeah, see?
No, don't they just like get scared and die? Isn't that what they do?
No, have you seen them fight? But I guess you've never seen them fight.
No. Who do they fight?
You've never seen a guinea pig
Monsters and nightmares?
No, they fight each other. I feel like they could fight a rabbit. They might be able to, depending on what type of rabbit it is, they might be able to win against a rabbit. Definitely against the baby rabbit, they'll be able to win.
This guy he's insecure. That's it.
Are those melons?
Yep.
Wow, okay. Okay, so you're gonna have the brownest people with the watermelons. Yeah, I see how it's
Oh my goodness. What?
That's
What?
crazy. Bro just looks down. Bro just looks down, and then I just see a bunch of watermelons. Just watermelons sitting there. I see a bunch of watermelons, and I was like, I was like, oh, water.
That's-
wow.
That is legitimately devious.
They're buying.
They didn't even go in this area?
No. This is McDonald's.
Yeah, okay.
This girl over here or something.
Okay,
Yeah,
hold on, guys. I'm trying to find a place to sleep. Oh, here we go. Okay.
No, just doesn't matter.
Here we go. Here we go.
I don't know which Ninja Turtles tonight. So like, what are we doing? Are we doing Ninja Turtles? What?
Guys, we're going this way. Come on.
I'm tripping about early, and you're like, oh, let's do more. Like,
Okay, so which direction shall we go now?
Let's go. Let's go.
Where
You
are we
found it?
going?
This is money. What I'm seeing right now. This is money.
Wait, where are those watermelons that you saw, bro? Where are the
Hi.
watermelons? Where are the watermelons that you saw? I need to eat those. Actually.
Come on, remember?
Yeah, 'cause they give you lots of hearts.
They give you. But anyway.
I still want them for my garden anyway. Where are they? I need them. Where are they? I need them for my garden.
Guys, come to me.
I'm not gonna come to you unless you tell me where the watermelons are. Never mind.
I don't know.
Okay.
This guy, this is sweet cocoa beans. The source of cookies.
What's cooking?
Wait, actually, I have sugar.
Oh, you mean cocaine? Oh.
No, bro. We're
Drug
not
honey?
doing that. We're not doing.
You cookies?
I don't pedal. In this.
Guys, I'll make 2 cookies for you.
It would actually be pretty funny if like one of us just started growing sugar and treated it like cocaine in the game.
Okay, that is.
You know how much better
That would be hilarious.
No. Go to a village and then go get where you see the grain. The grain is not. 2 pigs, 2?
Where are you? I don't know where you are.
Yo, wait, what if I wait? Hold on. What if I made like a massive plantation? It's all just like flat land. Phantoms. It's just like a whole like a massive flat land, and it's just like one dude with a mansion, and then it's just surrounded by farmland with just like dozens and dozens of blocks of like wheat and like all different types of things growing.
Look at my screen. Look at my screen. Look at my screen.
I know. They haven't gone away. I know.
Why? Okay. Bro, you have to like just sleep off these.
Is there one phantom for a single sleepless night? Is that how it goes?
I think so.
It's like 2 games. Let's go.
Okay, wait. So where are we going now? And when do we leave?
Away from
The jungle time. Time for the jungle.
What?
I'm going away from
We're going in the jungle. Guys, we're
In the jungle.
all the located parts of where I am.
I am right
Okay.
now. You're all the way across, all the way over there.
Not where I am.
Well, but why does that say where that's where you are? I'm right here in the middle of the ocean. Yeah, we're both going to where you are. It says you're. What? You went all the way across to the other place? To the middle? Hmm?
Go over there.
Yeah. Wait, that was a bit of an order. You went all the way across? That's kind of wild.
And I was like, this game is so cool.
Oh, there's a phantom chasing me now.
Let's go.
Please, watch Cookie with me. Watch Cookie.
Birds.
Please. Watch Cookie.
Guys, I'm faster birds.
Wait, the phantom went underwater to attack me, bro. That's crazy.
Also, stop saying that. Do you know what that means? Do you know what the word tough means, Austin? No. What does that mean? That's the word for me. Give me the word. What is it called? Etymology of the word.
Guys, I am the king of the birds.
Give me the origin to use it in a sentence. Give me the origin to use it in a sentence. Kizzy face, man, just be saying words they don't even know what they mean.
That's look at me. I'm the king of the birds.
I mean, to be fair, that's this entire generation. But also, you know, they can't read, so.
That's true.
Guys, look at me. Look, Amar. Look at this.
Oh, you're about to get hit with the phantom?
Look at my bird.
Where'd you get the bird from?
Kill the phantom. Get out of here.
Wait, come back. Were you sitting down? Wait, sit down again. Wait, hold on. Sit down again.
This is like illegal or something.
Wait,
It's
sit
definitely like
sit down. Sit down again.
Yeah, the birds are falling when I sit down.
How'd you get those birds?
The phantoms are gonna be about to strike. And we're dead.
What?
Help me!
Alright, so we got it.
Okay.
I didn't take a picture of them.
I took video with the HUD off.
Here, I wanna. What's the sound?
My bird's fluffing.
Is there a biome that structure tends to grow in?
Time to go.
How do you name your bird?
I will when I get home.
Something that you see about the traditional medicinal tea is that like half of it doesn't even work though. I feel like their sleeping nighttime tea is like it doesn't really do anything to me. But the lemon balm one has like 1,000 milligrams of lemon balm in it, so I'm pretty sure that would like.
Yo, caffeine has started doing more for me now that I'm sleeping less.
Has what?
Caffeine has started working better for me now that I'm sleeping less.
What has?
Caffeine.
Oh, caffeine.
Yes.
Oh.
Now that I'm sleeping less.
I think it was probably the only time that when I had that latte was the only time that I've actually felt. I feel like I probably felt the effects of caffeine. Yeah, that or it was a really weird placebo effect. Because I usually don't really feel the effects of caffeine when I eat it, so it was interesting. But apparently
Yeah, wait,
everyone's like,
oh yeah. They're definitely following me now. Wait, what are you doing here? They're following you. Wait.
I didn't know who you were.
What do you mean? Oh,
Yes, I believe this
the
was
best expedition ever.
I'm gonna watch Star Trek or something. It's gaining popularity. Or at least just make it work to accept answer like I do.
Guys, these guys are these guys are African. Not African. These guys are
What?
Because, like,
Look, hold on. Guys. I just want to say something. Can you guys get like a better microphone or something? I can barely understand half of what you guys are saying.
oh, I'm using my tablet. Can I switch to my
I understand half of what you guys are saying a quarter of the time.
Should I get my phone?
what? How do you get that?
Your phone might be better actually.
I don't know, because I'm just using my tablet so much, I don't even... Wait, are we sitting at what point here? Okay, I need to charge this anyway, but I'll go get my phone. I'll go get my iPhone. Camels are so cute in this game. Wait, actually, we should probably just turn it off, actually.
Turn what off the game?
On my spot.
I feel like if I go upstairs, then that's gonna be like, oh, it's time to go to sleep. So, like, we're actually probably, we're probably gonna actually have to pause the game right here because it's like already 9 o'clock.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to watch it until 6. Either that or Cupcake and Dino.
No.
Cupcake and Dino. Or cooking shows.
No.
General services.
Need some help.
Or deliver our ninjas to your door. Cupcake and Dino. Cupcake and Dino. Well, for some reason, like the international Canadian shows really are kind of the best. Or
Wait,
the
especially for kids? Wait, so is it we're calling it a day here?
Yeah, we're fucking. Wait, what did you say?
Okay.
But it's really interesting because I found that one show and I watched it with Austin and it's like pretty good. It's Cupcake and Dino. And it's like, of course it's canceled and they have like 2 seasons, but the animation is really good. The characters are like pretty good. It's pretty decent. I always forget that they're
Yeah, those Canadian shows always tend to have, like, especially for kids, tend to have like fewer episodes than you thought because they just like reran the same episodes over and over again on like PBS Kids, and you assume that they had more episodes or that the show never got canceled.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I just set the respawn point. I'm saving and quitting now. But guys, I do want to say, here's the thing I want to say. I miss working on my projects. Like, I miss working on the villages, working on the towns, building up these buildings, and like growing out the... Well, here's the thing. We've come so far that like I don't want to just give up and like not succeed for all the stuff that we've done. It would be kind of lame for us to for me to have traveled with you guys all this way only for like us to get nothing.
Crazy.
Oh wait, oh, this is a cool picture. I'm looking at your stories now.
Wow, okay, that's good. That's
Right near you guys. Yeah, that's it. I was supposed to be tormented by the
There you go. I posted a comment on one of your posts. I posted a comment on one of your posts.
Wait, Mar, I'm gonna get a cool sunset right now.
I've already got a bunch of. I probably got like 5 shots that rival what you're about to record. Wait. So are you playing on the world by yourself with the PlayStation?
Yeah, I have Marshall Bean, so I can do it.
Oh, cool. All right, well, I'm gonna log out.
No.
Wait, what's Prisma Visuals? Wait, what is this? Give your world a glow up with Prisma Visuals 2.0, a vibrant visuals pack featuring realistic shading, shimmering water, glowing ores, and more. Wait, available now. What is this? The first ad that I've been like, ooh, this is intriguing. What is this? Prisma Visuals by Starfish Studios. Wait, hold on, they've got a trailer. It's on YouTube. Boo. I should be able to just click play on the trailer in here. But hold on. I guess I'll click play on the trailer in here. Hold on, wait a second. This music in Minecraft is killing me. Even if I minimize it, the music doesn't go away. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna turn the Minecraft off because I'm not playing on the Bros P right now anyways. But yeah, let's check this out.
Oh, did you look at the stories?
Yeah, wait, hold on. I'm watching this trailer.
Okay, well, we're going now.
Prisma Visuals?
We're going.
Okay. You're going? Oh my goodness, wait, Prisma Visuals. Okay, this looks so cool. Wait, just watch the stream. Wait, actually, hold on, wait a second. No. Let me share my screen with you so you can see.
I'm just show it to us quickly.
Wait, hold on, wait a second. I'm showing it to you now. It is. Wait a second. I can't share. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. Let me know if you guys can hear this. But this looks so cool, doesn't it?
Install right now.
This is Prisma Visuals. This is Prisma Visuals 2.0.
Install right now.
What?
Install right now.
I don't know. I don't want it to overload our systems. This is something I'll consider installing like once we finish our quest.
That's fair. No, I can't. See, this is proof that all Minecraft needs is better lighting, and then it will look absolutely like majestic. Like this is crazy.
Exactly.
I want pop culture. I want Prisma Visuals.
See, this is like, this right here is Minecraft 2026. This right here is Minecraft 2026. Look at this.
Where's the control? Are you sitting on it? Let's go.
Yo. It looks amazing. See, one thing that's crazy to me is how with Minecraft, we've got these shaders now that basically look like as good as ray tracing. It's like, what do we need ray tracing for? If we can get these crazy shaders.
Yeah.
It's wild to me.
That's true.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Blows my mind.
Let's look what they have. We're
All right.
there. We're not going there.
All right, I'm going to type out and start my other segments.
Okay, bye.
All right, peace out. Whew, all right. So, of course, we have to dig into the latest news as well. Getting right into the news, you know, why not? Actually, hold on. What's this? Okay, it looks like Fox News stole my lolcow. What are you doing? Okay. Yeah, so it looks like the mainstream news cycle is starting to catch up to how terrible Hassan Piker is. Fox News Clips has a segment here. It's called Absolutely Horrible. Some Democrats criticized for associating with far leftist streamer.
Critics calling out the New York Times as reporters nodded along and smiled while far-left commentator Hassan Piker appeared to justify people carrying out vigilante justice against CEOs. Watch here.
Brian Thompson as the United Healthcare CEO.
Yo, wait. We should react to wait, wait, is this on The Onion podcast? Wait, what? For real? The Onion podcast. Hassan. They got that wrong. That's definitely not The Onion podcast.
Was engaging in a tremendous
Yeah, it was New York Times.
Of social murder. Virtually every American has a similar experience, a shared experience where they have a loved one that spent their last days instead of spending them with their family, spending it on the phone, talking to their healthcare provider, to maybe get a little bit of economic respite.
With me now is Fox News media and political analyst Howard Kurtz and Fox News contributor Ben Dominus. There's a lot more to this podcast as well. And Ben, to some degree, it sounded like the Bolsheviks preparing to come after Tsar Nicholas.
Look, Hassan Piker has become this significant influencer on the left, to the point that major candidates from the Democratic Party are having to answer questions about him, having to decide whether they're going to be on stage with him, be on his podcast, talk to him, etc. From what I can tell, he seems to be spouting the kind of just, not just horrible, on the moral level, but something that I think is politically an absolutely horrible thing for the Democrats to associate themselves with.
That's true.
He is talking about encouraging murder, encouraging theft, encouraging, taking things away, and he's doing it from this position that, quite frankly, I think, is arguing this to a bunch of people who are going to nod along.
Well, the only thing is that, first of all, Hassan Piker, feels comfortable saying stuff like this because he knows that he's not going to get in trouble for saying any of this stuff. Because, a general statement of stealing ain't the worst thing in the world is going to embolden some people to steal, but it's not really going to affect his bottom line. Whole Foods isn't going to go out and hate on him. No health insurance company is going to go after Hassan Piker for saying, killing a healthcare CEO isn't that bad. Hassan Piker feels comfortable saying these types of things because there are no immediate ramifications or consequences to what he has to say. It's also like he's also a coward, I would say, in a sense where he's actually not going to go out and do any of these things. And in this regard, of course, being a coward is a good thing. Please be a coward when it comes to murdering people and robbery. But that's why he's saying this, because he knows that, he's not stealing, he's not killing. So, what does he have to lose by, pandering to some people who are extreme left, or actually just being an extreme on the left? It's one thing to hold a opinion. It's one thing to say you believe something. It's an entirely different thing to actually act on that belief. Hassan Piker is not going to act on these beliefs. So because he's not actually doing anything, he feels like there's not going to be any ramifications against him.
Because they are representing the elite opinion of the New York Times.
And they want to be members of the cool kids.
Exactly, and they want that very much.
He lost me with this America deserved 9/11. That's a deal breaker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
that was the point.
One of many things. And to give these crazy town views a platform, I can't fathom what the New York Times had in mind. And even worse is the bromance tone of the whole thing. We're so happy you're here. Thank you for sharing your great intellect with us. Give me a break.
Yeah, but here's what he said about Brian Thompson's murder and the fact that he thought that he could understand why some people were cheering it. Listen here.
Because of the pervasive pain that the private healthcare system had created for the average American, I saw so many people immediately understand why this death had taken place. And that is the reason why I think the reaction to Luigi Mangione, especially by younger generations, was not so negative.
Well, you can understand why someone did a murder, but not support or agree with it. I think there are probably a lot of murders where people can, understand what was being said, but that's no defense. Not understand what's being said. There are probably plenty of murders where you can actually understand why someone would murder someone else. That doesn't mean that you actually support the murder. So when someone asks you, hey, maybe, you shouldn't, be actually running around capping folks, your response is, well, it's understandable. That's no good.
I understand why this death it was a cold-blooded frickin' murder on the streets of New York.
But also, I mean, if you have problems with the healthcare system today, you're complaining about Obamacare. Like, it is actually
That's also
policies
true
of the Democratic Party that are currently, in sway when it comes to the healthcare system in America. And for Hassan Piker to go down this road, I mean, I find the whole thing disgusting, but I also find it really bothersome that, it's one thing if that's a sideshow. It's one thing if that's something that's going on within the Democratic Party. Right. They've got some radical on the edge who's saying something like this. This guy is being mainstreamed over and over and over.
Well, but it wasn't just him. It was Gia Tolentino as well, writer for The New Yorker, who was the woman who was on the right of that podcast.
Okay to steal from Whole Foods.
Well, okay to steal from Whole Foods. Not only that, but saying that she got disappointed that this didn't provoke a bigger move in the Democrats to push for universal health care. Listen to this.
Wow.
I don't know why I thought that Democrats would immediately take this up as...
But, hold on. Here's the thing. Hold on. Who is this person? Gia Tolentino. I don't know. Here's the thing. It's like this younger generation of yuppie journalists. They support these socialist views because they don't understand kind of the consequences of what these policies would actually bring. They vote for universal health care, but they don't live in places where there is universal health care. They don't understand the fact that when you try to make universal health care scale, especially in a country where the quality of the food is so poor, like it is in the United States, when it comes to mass-produced, affordable foods, the quality is mid to poor, especially if you compare it to countries like, not a country, but places like Europe. The quality of our food is just worse. That makes us more unhealthy, and then therefore that puts a greater strain on the healthcare system. Universal healthcare is not a system that can scale across the whole world. Not across the whole world, well, probably not the whole world. Universal healthcare is not a system that can scale across the entire United States of America, right? It just can't. Now, I will say, and I've actually spoken with Craig of Craig Cam fame, my token liberal friend, about this at length, but I personally think, it's possible that universal healthcare could potentially scale, like in a perfect world, in a reasonably perfect world, right? I do think that universal healthcare could scale if run by the states. The problem is you'd have to get people running it who are competent, and frankly, they're not. Look at the UK, right? People say, "Oh, universal healthcare, go to Europe." The UK, the NIH or whatever, or the NHS, they have some sort of healthcare system that's always failing, and they've always got walkouts of all of the nurses. Why? It's because they're not getting paid enough, and the whole system is being mismanaged, right? There are some countries that are doing it well in Europe, but by and large it's just not great. Look at Canada, it's not working quite well, and if Canada can't get it working, then how can we expect to get it working? We would have to do something dramatically different than what they're doing, and to a certain extent we don't have a single payer healthcare system. I don't know if Canada has a single payer I don't know if Canada has a single payer healthcare system, but we don't have universal healthcare like Canada does. We also don't have the long lines that they do, and we have way more people. Our healthcare is a little bit more accessible and a little bit higher quality than Canada, at least, and we don't have a universal healthcare system. So you got to consider that. But you've got these young people here who sort of assumed that something else must be able to fix this, the things I don't like about the system that I'm in right now, and rooting for these policies that would theoretically destroy the country. Frankly, someone as young as this person, who, maybe she's older than she looks. Maybe she's just got a lot of makeup on, but she seems like maybe a little bit older than my age. I'm 26. So she looks maybe 30, 32, 33, which is relatively young, especially for a journalist, and writer. Someone her age, I'm not going to judge as harshly for supporting socialism or communism versus someone who's like, I don't know, 60 or 70, who are a lot of these people who are in the news media. Because I think with youth, like especially with how a lot of the youth were educated now, there's just like a lot of ignorance as in regards to like the inadequacies of communism and the inadequacies of socialism. When you're older, I think that, once you're 60 and 70 years old, if you haven't learned, what the mistakes were with communism, with socialism, looking at all the countries that have fallen all across the world, during their lifetime, then at that point, I would imagine that person is either dumb or deceptive, and I would lean heavily towards the deceptive part, because you don't really last that long in the media as like a 60 or 70-year-old while being dumb. Like that, I feel like that's just not a common occurrence. So even if there are people like, oh no, journalists are dumb and stupid, I don't believe that. I think that you have to have some smarts in order to be in the news media, especially for a long time. So yeah, that's just what I see.
Pushing a sort of unified message towards universal health care.
Also, what this would have done too is this would have emboldened more terrorism, right? The one way you keep terrorism from winning is by not giving in to the demands, right? And that's the thing with terrorism. Terrorism isn't illegal because it doesn't work. Terrorism is illegal because it does work. But if like a terrorist is like, hey guys, I want you to stop eating beef. Like for example, let's say there's some terrorist who's like, stop eating beef. I'm gonna blow up Times Square if you don't stop eating beef. If you blow up Times Square and then the whole state stops eating beef, what message does that send to the supporters of the beef haters, right? That tells them, hey, I can go to Missouri and blow up an open air market, and that'll make the people in Missouri stop eating beef. I can go to Florida. I can blow up some yachts, and that'll make them stop eating beef. Like, see, like when you give in to those people's demands, it sends the message that terrorism works and that you are willing to kowtow to their demands. And that's not a world that I think that we should be eagerly looking to live in, because that's just a horrible world where it's just like the person with the finger on the trigger, the person with the bomb in the backpack wins. That's not a world that we want to live in.
I don't know why I expected that. I don't know why I was disappointed that it didn't happen.
I don't know why I was disappointed that the Democrats didn't take up somebody being gunned down in the streets in cold blood and make a push for universal health care.
You're also talking about cool crimes, bank robberies. That's cool, apparently, and that sort of thing. And what really troubles me here is, look, I want to be clear. He has a big following online. He can say whatever he wants, free speech.
Is it a DJI mic clipped onto an SM58? That's ridiculous. What is this? A monstrosity.
I don't have a problem with that. But for the Times with this huge megaphone to shine a spotlight on this just makes no sense. And whatever happened to the slogan, all the news that's fit to print? I mean, this is just atrocious judgment, and I was glad to see many Democrats going online saying, we don't want this guy as the symbol of our party.
The other thing is just...
I will say that his views are fit to print. Like, I mean, I made him a lolcow, like, for my content. But there's a difference between saying, like, look at this guy's extreme views, these are horrible, or, here's a guy with opinions. They're literally, like, lauding him, right? They're like lathering him up. Like they cannot get enough of this dude. Their hearts are melting. And like, I don't know, maybe they're single. I feel like that's like the only logical explanation for this, without saying, that they agree with these radical ideas.
I'm sorry, I look at this guy and it's like the thing that sort of made him percolate up outside of his own entity was the fact that he was abusing his dog on an internet stream.
I get this. I get that. Yeah, he was shock collar.
Yeah,
the dog.
That's got to be the first guy on Fox News to call Hassan Piker streams and not shows.
I get the sense you're not a fan. We got it.
Be sure. All right. Let's see. Okay, I want to react to this, and then we'll get to the more pertinent news. We've got this here from XQC Clips. This is titled, Your Rage Asks Hassan if he would debate Asmongold, Destiny, and XQC. I did see this original clip. I did see this original clip. I haven't seen XQC's reaction to it though. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta unmute the tab.
I'll watch it.
Patrick Bet David, I would love to go
Lock
on his
post.
show, talk to him.
Okay.
You know Patrick Bet David?
I know of his name.
Value
I
to-
Why the post
don't
locked?
know his like views and shit.
Yeah, he's
Give me
they're
the-
all right wing.
Okay.
You know, of all the people mentioned here, I actually think that Hassan Piker appearance on Valuetainment would be really interesting, because like I think that Hassan Piker would probably lose debates to most of the people mentioned except for XQC. I mean, I think that XQC could probably lose a debate to a frog. but these other people, like Destiny would have wiped the floor with Hassan Piker. He can even be wrong. I think Destiny's the type of dude who could literally like debate that like the sky is green against Hassan Piker and win the debate. Like, not even joking. Asmongold would be a very even match for Hassan Piker, because like Asmongold is like, if you had like, Asmongold is like a medium intelligence. It's like he's like a medium intelligence, medium information build, right? Medium intelligence, medium information build. Hassan Piker is like a high information, low intelligence build. So that make things like really interesting. It'd be interesting to see kind of like where things are, because Hassan Piker, you know, knows more things about, you know, politics and world events and current events and stuff, but he's dumber, right? Asmongold knows less about political, like his knowledge of like, especially I think political theory is pretty like surface level. It's pretty thin, but you know, his brain is working a little bit better. You know, his brain is working a little bit better. Oh, hey, we got Jagando Khan Vladdy in the chat. Hey, Jagando Khan Vladdy, what's up? What's up, man? Nice to see you.
What else?
Asmongold, set it up. I need that.
Asmongold ducks me like crazy. He would never do that.
SQC, go ahead.
I don't believe that. Hold on, wait a second. I'm just gonna look this up. Asmongold Hassan Piker debate. Wait a second. I forgot this happened. Ducks him like crazy. He had a full debate. Wait, I remember watching this.
River.
This was actually interesting. This was actually interesting debate.
Yeah, I think they've got a lot in common.
Yeah,
they do.
So is this like ducking like crazy? This was like what, like maybe 2 years ago? So like, and in fact, I remember in this exchange actually, Hassan Piker was the one ducking Asmongold, because they were like talking back and forth through clips. So, you know, he's projecting here. Hassan Piker is not the one who ducks these things. Got Papa John's Pizza F70 in the chat with the W. Nice to see you, Papa John's Pizza F70W. No, F70, sorry.
XQC is irrelevant. I don't want to fucking debate and waste time with XQC. I'm talking about like...
got motion?
Yo,
27K in that bitch going
no,
crazy.
it's not even like the numbers.
Talk about political relevance.
I just like,
and that's stupid, because, bro, what's the political relevance of your rage? Your rage has less political relevance than XQC. Your rage like barely talks about politics, and like when he does, it's like every 9 months he'll be like Black Lives Matter, and like that's like basically it. Like he just comes up with like the basic liberal take, and then he like goes back to his normal stuff, which is fine. It is fine for Hassan Piker to collab with your rage. That's entirely in his prerogative. It actually makes a lot of sense, you know. Especially if you're wanting to maximize your reach, but you can't do a collab with your rage, who is like a gaming streamer, and then be like, I'm not gonna talk to XQC because he's not politically relevant. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing? Oh yeah, the Cinnamony here in the chat saying, what's up? WVids, what's up? Let's go. Hello. and he has climbed to be the #1 fan right now, beating out Bunny 234, who was fangirling over me early on in the stream. So nice, congrats.
Debating 1G.
Now, imagine trying to play this game where you think it's because I have no political whatever. Buddy. Hassan takes a W where he can get it. Trust me. But he wouldn't get a W. That's the thing,
true.
Though. Is that
the funny thing to me is that Hassan Piker is like afraid to debate XQC, even though he would win. Like XQC would lose to Hassan Piker in a debate. Hold on, guys. This has never happened before. What is this? Y'all are spamming the chat. I've never seen this before. What are you doing? Okay, hold on. I don't think that this is like gonna help me, and like I understand you guys want to support me, and that's cool. I appreciate you guys wanting to show your support for me. You're fighting to be my #1 fan. I get that, but like I don't think that like spamming my chat is good. You guys, I don't want you guys to, I don't know if this gets streams taken down, spam chats. I don't know if this, ends up with, repercussions on your guys' accounts. But I do want to say, guys, do not spam the chat, okay? And I know I'm laughing. I'm laughing because this is kind of ridiculous because I'm just literally doing a normal stream and I just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scrolling down on the side. Okay, hold on. No. Hold on. Nah, that's not. No, that's not cool, dude. Wait, hold on. I didn't delete all those messages. Why does it say that I deleted all those messages? I just put them in a timeout for 1 minute because we're not gonna have people in. Hey, listen, we're not gonna have people in my chat saying HH, okay? Right? I am generally a free speech homie, but we're not saying HH in the chat, okay? Bro, wait, so hold on. Bro spammed in the chat to get the #1 just so we could leave? Okay, dude. Okay. But yeah, I mean, dude's #1. Okay, let's move on. I just thought that was crazy. I'm looking up in the corner and I just see like nothing but all these crazy chats. It's ridiculous.
Genuine on some of these topics that we debate, bro. Genuinely, he would just lose. It's just that simple.
No, XQC would lose. XQC lost a debate to Ethan Klein about copyright. Even though like XQC very well could make fair use claims, in his defense, and he just lost. He has lost. Hold on, Mr. Gremlin G6M says, "My bad, gang, bro. What does H or J mean? I'm just trying to get #1." So like, I think that YouTube got very aggressive. Like, I just wanted to mute, like to mute you for the HH message. But it just deleted all your other messages. HH stands for like, look up HH Kanye West and you'll understand it. It's like, basically, if you're aware of international speech laws, it would be illegal for you to even probably say the letters HH on a public square in Germany. Let's just leave it at that. Okay. Not the type of thing I want in my chat, right? I'm not, fostering a community of Groypers or Nick Fuentes fans. I want to have a reasonable fan base with a reasonable chat. So I don't know if you meant anything by it. That's why I literally only put you in a 1 minute timeout. But I just, especially with the chat going as fast as it was, I didn't want you to be sending more messages in the chat without me being able to keep my eye on it. And also I figured, if you truly didn't mean what that meant, you would come back here in the chat being reasonable like you're being right now, which I very much appreciate. Yeah, I know a lot of people in here like English isn't their first language or whatever. It is what it is. Or you're just spamming random letters. So I get you.
Bro, some shit I haven't actually researched. Like, come on, bro. I'm not just some bum. Like
playing chess with a pigeon.
Imagine what it would do to him. Okay, listen. Chad, this is like if okay.
6 months.
Let me give you a good example.
Next.
This is the exact scenario, Chad, of Magnus and Hans Niemann, right? Where if Magnus wins, it's not a big W, but if he loses, it's a massive L, right? And it's uncertain because of certain factors.
No, it's not.
And then he loses, and it causes complete disarray.
Bro, stop. Hassan Piker is not losing. In what world is Hassan Piker losing a debate to XQC?
I mean, because his elo would not gain a lot because in the political world he's seen as like some form of high elo, and I'm saying it's low elo. So even if I put a dent in him, right, in a debate, then he loses a lot of rating.
What the fuck am I gonna do with that? At least with Asmongold, he has like
XQCL
people that watch him for his political takes.
But I heard him say he don't like talking to people because he like to stay in his box or some shit, whatever he said.
Yeah.
He doesn't like going in person. He doesn't like going in person. He will do virtual debates all the live long day. You just call him, but he doesn't collab like that. And he does like he does like long form react content for the most part, which doesn't work great over Discord. Like you can do it. I've done it before. And I actually did it with the Liberator or something before. I think I've also done it with Mr. Pizza before, but just in general, it just doesn't work that well.
That's because he's a pussy. That's what it is.
I know somebody I want you to debate, but I ain't gonna say it though.
I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say the fucking sex pest.
I'm talking about Destiny, nigga.
Yeah, sex pestiny.
Bro, he good at debates.
He is good at debates.
Yeah. Bro, he would get cooked. He would get burnt alive, bro. He would get burnt alive in the debate against Destiny, bro. I gave up on Destiny first of all when he was like cheering on the assassination of Donald Trump, and then after that, the whole like allegations thing kind of exploded. But and so I've avoided watching Destiny like since then, dude. I'm gonna be the first one on Destiny.gg if he debates Hassan Piker. That's gonna be pay-per-view television. You could charge me $45 and I'm there in like the first minute of the debate. That's gonna be premium entertainment, absolute cinema. Bro, I couldn't pay you enough to put that debate on. That would be keynote. That would be keynote. But Hassan Piker is a lot like like Jake and Logan Paul in boxing, right? Where it's like, oh, I'm a boxer, and then like you like duck these fights, and you only do fights with people you know you're gonna beat, right? So like, people are gonna look at you sideways and be like, come on, man. And then and then after enough complaining of people saying that like you're picking your fights based on who you think you can beat, you have to pick one you're gonna lose just so that you can say, I haven't won all my fights. Like that's Hassan Piker, right? I'm sure that there are a bunch of people probably chomping at the bit to debate Hassan Piker, but he's probably turned them all down, I'd guess. But yeah, so the whole Asmongold thing, being in his box, it's not a fact that he doesn't like debating people. It's that he doesn't like stepping outside, right? When the ultraviolet rays of the sun hit his skin, it just disintegrates, right? So he likes to stay inside of his house. He would be willing for sure, probably to do debates over video calls. Like I think Tim Pool has actually considered interviewing Asmongold if possible. I also think if Piers Morgan actually was like, hey, Destiny, you want to be on, because it's all Skype anyways. Like Piers Morgan Uncensored is literally just like a 1 hour Discord call basically. And if Piers Morgan called Asmongold, I think he would answer the phone. So this idea that Asmongold doesn't like talking to people is a little bit ridiculous.
I recognize that.
Hey, I like this show.
This is fun. Yeah, why are you saying it like you're confused that I am capable of enjoying myself?
Look, listen, Hassan.
Yeah,
do you be bored, gang? Like, how can you just talk about the form?
Bro, they have so much chemistry. I haven't seen this much chemistry since like Valkyrie was sitting in that seat.
foreign policies every goddamn day.
I love it, dude.
Day
This
in
is
and day
my, it's
out.
my
Like,
favorite
come on,
fucking thing.
bruh.
I can talk about it all day. And my chat, like, look, I had like 10,000 more people watching when I was talking about the news. I have a community that if I don't do the news, they literally are like, oh, I'm fucking out of here.
Hey, that's your fault though.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's why I used to do stuff like this. I used to rotate. I used to cycle fun shit all the time.
He should go back to doing that, by the way.
And dude, I know what to start. I'm not. It's his personal way to see the world or like see a stream. But dude, I feel I'd be miserable if I sat there and had the numbers up, right? And I would acknowledge in real time that because I'm doing something with somebody as a collab, I was like, yo, by the way, our collab is not hitting. We're hitting less views than normally. So this is not as good to my boys, right? Like in real time. It's just such a weird,
No.
like, I don't know.
No, that's not what's happening. Let's be honest here and let's be fair. That's not what Son Piker's doing. What he's saying is, I don't usually do this type of content because it doesn't get the views. Son Piker actually wants to make like this type of content. Like he loves going out doing IRL vlogs. He loves going out, you know, touching grass, walking outside, buying food, going on trips on stream. But when he does, like he does like these like clothes shopping streams, and then like the views like get cut in half. I actually remember this era, and he was like, you know, I like doing this content, but like the views are down. Like he would be sitting in his car while his driver's driving him around, and he'd be looking at the chat sad because the views are down, right? So he's just being honest here. And let's keep it 100, right? You know, you can't really blame him either, because as a content creator, you know, especially if you're making this like your career, I'm not making this my career, so I can do whatever the heck I want. But if you're making a career out of this, you know, it's your responsibility to find what works and then take off with it. Like a friend of mine, Thorbin, blew up. But he didn't blow up because it was like he was like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna make 1,000 Terraria videos and see what happens. Like that's not what happened. What he did was he was making Halo streams that didn't really blow up that well. He was doing Minecraft content that didn't really blow up that well. Me and him actually had a political podcast at one point. That didn't work for him either. Then he found Terraria and he blew up, and now he's one of the biggest Terraria streamers in the world, right? That's different than me. I'm just sitting here streaming for fun, you know. I've got like 2 viewers in the chat. I don't care, you know. So, but if your goal is to succeed and make this a career, it's your responsibility to find a way to find, you know, the middle ground between making content that you enjoy and making content that gives you views and makes you money. That's what Hassan Piker's doing. XQC should not be hating on Hassan Piker for doing that. I know that XQC has made a career somehow of just doing whatever he wants, and then he makes money and gets views, but not everyone has the luxury to be XQC. Not everyone can be XQC, and that's okay. If everyone could be XQC, I'd have 1 million subscribers, right? You know, because I just hop on these streams and I do what I want, right? But that's just not how the real world works. Not everyone can be him.
The game a little bit. I used to see you playing the game and shit.
I would do 5 hours of news coverage, and then I would play games. I would like collab with other streamers. But ever since the Israel shit, since October 7, it's like cooked all of my collabs, because I have like crazy haters, Destiny being one of them, and they literally harass the fuck out of anyone that I.
Wait, why does he hate you,
bro?
Wait, why do?
It's a 7 year.
Where do you even begin at that point?
7 year stalking situation with it.
No, at this point, like, you know, with hatred that's built up for that long, you know, the reason why is completely irrelevant. The fact that they do hate each other is what matters.
His entire community. But I think it's mostly envy. That's what I would. He thinks he deserves the situation that I'm in, and he will never.
Oh my God.
What's interesting is, like, I think, like, if you asked me that question like 3 years ago, back when I was actually watching Destiny, I wouldn't agree. But I think I agree with you now. I see the vision. I understand.
Is he talking about Destiny? Is he talking about Destiny?
Yeah.
I know he's talking about Destiny. So wait. Me? No, Destiny. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
Destiny.
fucking insane.
No, it's not.
Brother, oh my God, I can't. Fuck. Chat, how many times have we gone to, we've reacted to clips where, like, I always tell you guys, dude, he sees the world in a certain way, and he will not ever entertain that people see the world a different way. Like, he sees clout and views as like the most like the loot that everybody's locked up, because he sees it like, right? And he projects it on everybody. Anytime he speaks about me, he talks the same way about me. And like, brother, but Destiny has never given a fuck about this. Like, Destiny peaked. Okay.
Well,
I'm not.
No, that's not true. I mean, Destiny has been mad about like things like Hassan Piker getting these crazy. He's been mad at Hassan Piker getting like all these like GQ articles written about him, New York Times articles written about him. Like, he's been mad about that. He's also been mad that, you know, Destiny has, you know, been banned from Twitch for like using a slur or something one time, and then meanwhile, Hassan Piker is able to like literally propagate for terrorist organizations on Twitch with no repercussions. So like, there is a double standard there that's fair to critique. I think that there can be some envy mixed in with that when you're one of the people on the ends of, you know, that unfairness.
Not kidding. You might not believe this. Destiny peaked before Twitch. Destiny had 7,000 viewers on Justin TV.
Let it go.
If Disney cared about views, he could have been on top of Twitch for a decade. Bro, he got banned and he didn't even bother to say sorry or to try to play the game. He just didn't give a fuck. Went live on fucking YouTube and he's doing his own. The guy doesn't give a fuck. Like, I'm not bouncing on his. I'm not doing like a 1G. All I'm saying is that he doesn't give a fuck about the cloud thing. He doesn't care. Like, you can say that, oh yeah, you can say success, whatever. You can say all this shit, yeah, maybe true, this and that. But views, Destiny, bro, please, just stop.
Yeah, I think that's a good point, to be honest. Mr. Gremlin G6M says, can I join Bros and Pete? No. So here's the thing with Bros and Pete, and here's the thing. Okay, I'll say this. No, you can't join the Bros and Pete. Bros and Pete is a server just for me and my siblings. That's why it's called Bros and Pete. However, if I ever get like a big enough following, like let's say like there's like a bunch of people in my Discord server, I think that like the magic number would be somewhere between like 5 and 10, like at least 5 or 10 people on my Discord server. If they were like, yo, I want to do an SMP with you, and I would actually be active in the SMP, I would make an SMP for my streaming community. That'd be separate from the bro SMP. I just kind of want like the family and the fan stuff to be like a little bit separate. You know, not as much even like the friend stuff. Like, I would invite probably the friends from the old Car 3 SMP folks to be on the new SMP as well. So like, Mr. Gremlin, if you want to be in a to like make an SMP or be in an SMP with me, join my Discord server, send a message in the gaming channel, whatever, being like, hey, you know, I'd love to see who'd be interested in, you know, making an SMP, and see what the interest is. If you get like some responses, I might cook something up. You know, I think having a Minecraft realm is pretty cheap. That's what I'd run it on. And then I'd also invite the old Car 3 people, because it's been way too long since I've gamed on stream with them. So
give up on it, where he's like constantly fucking himself over and over again because he's kind of a dickhead. I mean, he's a bad person.
Sounds like y'all got some built up tension y'all need to release.
No, I'm not going anywhere near that.
Buddy, the meth guy rage baited clips before rage bait was a thing. Yeah, he could be on top of the Twitch game in terms of politics is a thing now. He can do the politics and do the rage bait and the fucking the viral clip bullshit. It's literally what he does. Like, he would absolutely be on top if he was still on Twitter. Are you fucking kidding me? But the fact that Destiny is still alive to this day is a fucking miracle. Like, brother, everybody else that's tried that route they're irrelevant at this point. Like, that's insane.
But what I was saying is, I used to do all that stuff, but since October 7th, since like the Israel stuff, I haven't been able to have time to just like do more chill shit. And then on top of that, it's anytime I've collabed with anybody, they just fucking pounce on them. They'll like go after people.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I don't remember the first time I got
like what?
But every time you're in anything with me, I get cooked. I be wondering like, wow. I be wondering like my mentions are just flooded. Like you change, you this, but
yeah, they do that shit on purpose. They do that shit.
The funny thing about that is that like your rage is already kind of like a liberal, right? Like I don't think he's like crazy woke or anything, but he's like on the left. He's politically left. I think he said stuff in favor of the Democratic Party before. So like, what do you mean you changed? He's always been on the left.
Like try to stop me from collabing with other people, not realizing that just makes me lock in harder and make me fucking focus on politics, which
lock
then
in
cooks
harder.
them.
Buddy, you showed a terrorist propaganda to NNPL and tried to sugarcoat it as a musical prodigy music that spreads good and love.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that was crazy.
Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Because then I raise my prominence in this area that they don't want me to raise my prominence in.
Right.
So it just cooks them in general.
Like, what the fuck? What? In hindsight, it's one of the greatest podcasts of all time.
Oh!
Combined net worth viewership of them is outrageous.
Wait, is this the moment when... Wait, what the heck? This happened? I can't believe this. How did I not know about this? What the heck is this? This is like a Mount Rushmore of like the future of internet like political commentary. And they all look so young. You've got Asmongold in the upper left-hand corner. You got Destiny in the upper middle corner. You've got Hassan Piker in the upper right-hand corner. Lower right-hand corner, the host of it, and the only one here who's probably mostly irrelevant, is Trainwrecks TV. Then in the middle, lower segment of the screen, you've got Nick Fuentes, and in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, you got Sargon of Akkad, whose star has dimmed but not yet burnt out. What in the world is this like this is like if you rolled up a nightmare blunt rotation in a dream blunt rotation like into one. What is this? Hold on. Trainwrecks TV, Asmongold, Destiny, Hasanabi, Sargon of Akkad, Nick Fuentes. Let me see if this shows. This was real. This was real. What?
Okay, let's move on here. Okay. Okay,
I
here we
can't
go.
believe this.
Okay. Shoot, so sorry. Okay, here we go. Okay. Terabuck, please put the nameplates on for each individual. I gave you them beforehand. On the left-hand corner, we have Asmongold. He's going to be the co-host. He's going to help me moderate, move along topics, and kind of, let people know how much time they have left on the topic if we reach the end point. Dude,
okay, hold on. I gotta watch this on my own time. This is gonna be like fascinating to watch. Anyways.
It's interesting. Yeah. Chad, was I even part of this iteration? I don't think I remember that. I don't think I was there. Usually you would have more than 8 people, no?
Yeah, this is funny. Yeah, Hassan, Asmongold won't date me because he's a wimp. I what is it? Eschew profanity? Is that the right word to use? Yeah, I think that's the right word. Yes. I eschew profanity. Asmongold won't debate me because he's a wimp. Also, Hassan, no, I won't debate Destiny, literally. Yeah, really interesting. Hassan Piker is afraid to debate XQC of all people, which is hilarious. I think he absolutely should debate XQC because that'd be an easy dunk for him. Valuetainment, I think, would be really interesting. But Asmongold, we need to have a Hassan Piker Asmongold debate at some point. That would be incredible. I would subscribe to Netflix just to see that. All right, hold on. So I'm gonna pull this up here. I pulled up some video clips But the first thing is, I'm going to look up this because I heard that this got released. Okay, so I'm sure you guys are aware that there was a... Hold on, wait, let me pull this out. Yeah, and of course, New York Post is the only ones who would ever post this. Okay, so I'm sure you guys know that there was someone who tried to do a shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. I don't know who he was targeting, right? I've heard some confusion as to whether or not the shooter, Cole Allen, I believe, was targeting Trump or other members of the cabinet. Now, what recently broke over the past 24 hours was the fact that Cole Allen left behind a manifesto. So, like we did with Osama bin Laden, we're going to be reading this manifesto. The New York Post shared it. It has 1,052 words. I love that, like, the one picture that everyone is sharing of this dude is just like with this loser's like face in the dirt. That in and of itself is relatively cathartic. Okay, but here's the manifesto. Hello, everybody. So I may have given a lot of people a surprise today. Let me start off by apologizing to everyone whose trust I abused. I apologize to my parents for saying I had an interview without specifying it was for Most Wanted. Oh my goodness, bro. Of course, you know, were we really expecting like something not cringe from like an American left-wing terrorist though? Even like right-wing terrorists, like there's got to be some cringe in the manifesto. I apologize to my colleagues and students for saying I had a personal emergency. By the time anyone reads this, I probably most certainly do need to go to the ER, but can hardly call that not a self-inflicted status. So he was going to take himself out then at the end of this shooting spree. I apologize to all of the people I traveled next to, all the workers who handled my luggage, and all the non-targeted people at the hotel who I put in danger simply by being near. I apologize to everyone who was abused and or murdered before this, to all those who suffered before I was able to attempt this, to all who may suffer still regardless of my success or failure. I don't expect forgiveness, but if I could have seen any other way to get this close, I would have taken it. Again, my sincere apologies. On to why I did any of this. I am a citizen of the United States of America. Yeah, but you don't see me acting a fool, you know. What my representatives do reflects on me. And I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. The crazy thing about this is, like, none of these things are true. None of these things are true. It says, well, to be completely honest, I was no longer willing a long time ago, but this is the first real opportunity I've had to do something about that, which is, like, that right here is the scariest part. I was no longer willing a long time ago, but this is the first opportunity I've had to do something about it. So just think about this. There might be other people who are as crazy as this dude who have wanted to take out Trump, but they've been, or someone in the administration, but have been waiting for an opportunity to take him out. Like, that means there are more people like that. And there might be more attacks like this. Which, I mean, at this point, like, what, there have been like 3 attempted shootings of Donald Trump, you know, so like, you know, can we be surprised anymore? It says here, while I'm discussing this, I'll also go over my expected rules of engagement, probably in a terrible format, but I'm not military, so too bad. Administration officials, not including Mr. Patel. Why is he... Is this like a DEI thing? Like, why is he sparing Kash Patel? They are targets prioritized from highest ranking to lowest. Oh, I see. So definitely wants to take out Trump, but other members of the administration as well. Secret Service, they are targets only if necessary and to be incapacitated, non-lethally if possible, aka I hope they're wearing body armor because center mass with shotguns messes up people who aren't. Hotel security, not targets at all if possible, aka unless they shoot me. Campus police, same as hotel security. National Guard, same as hotel security. Hotel employees, not targets at all. Guests, not targets at all. In order to minimize casualties, I will also be using buckshot rather than slugs, less penetration through walls. so this is just like what he's doing, right? So I would still go through most everyone here to get to the targets if it were absolutely necessary, on the basis that most people chose to attend a speech by a pedophile, rapist, and traitor, and are thus complicit. But I really hope it doesn't come to that. That's crazy, because the thing is, like, you hear a lot of people on the left sort of like use that sort of like guilt by association, like a guilt by association rhetoric, right? Where it's like, oh, you're a part of the Republican Party, so that you must be as evil as Trump, like all that stuff. Exact same rhetoric, exact same mindset. You've got Mr. Gremlin G6M in the chat. Says, what's the best type of taco? An American taco. Best type of taco. I think a taco with like a little bit of salt and a little bit of spice is perfect. Is perfect. You gotta spice it up a little bit. You gotta throw cheese in there, maybe some guac. You know, I rep. You know, not literally. I'm not paid. I wish I was, but like Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning is incredible. Go check that out. It's literally my favorite seasoning. Beef, of course. What do you think about vegan? You think I'm a heathen? You think I love, you think I'm a fan of diuretics? I'm not going to go here repping, bean tacos. Like, come on, bro. Bro, who do you think I am? Yeah, now, I will say, if you want to throw in some barbacoa in there, I can see that being tempting, right? Shredded chicken, I can see that being tempting. But man, does it get any more American? Does it get any more solid than beef? Let's be real. Anyways, let's keep reading this. Our rebuttals to objections. Objection 1. As a Christian, you should turn the other cheek. Bro, they don't make Christians like they used to. Because what the heck is this? Oh, man. And see, you know what? This is why I rail against Christian nationalism, and this is why I rail against progressive nationalism. Progressive Christianity is kind of progressive nationalism. It's more that than Christian, but this is why I rail against Christian nationalism, and this is why I rail against progressive Christianity, because they both, first of all, are pretty extreme, right? They would justify, in most cases, at the very least, oppression, if not murder in some cases, but also, they're just bastardizations of scripture and of the gospel, and blatant heretical misrepresentations of God, Jesus, and specifically what God wants Christians to do here on earth. So you want to know, like, oh, why are you spending so much time talking about James Tallarico? Why are you spending so much time talking about Christian nationalism? This is why. Because, political syncretism between Christianity and your favorite ideology, regardless of where in the spectrum is, left unfettered, will lead to this. Christian nationalism and progressive Christianity are not Christianity. They're not even politics subservient to your faith. No, it is your faith subservient to your politics, right? And that's why I oppose this so much. If you're a Christian, go be a Christian. But if you want to, primarily be political, above your faith, then just go say you're a Christian flavored progressive, or go say you're a Christian flavored white nationalist. Okay, I don't care, but leave my faith out of this. Don't be trash talking my God, right? Don't be misrepresenting my king, right? Because I'm here on a mission to represent Christ well, right? As imperfect as I might be at that job, right? I'm doing my best. I'm here on earth to represent Christ, to love others to the best of my ability, right? That's my job. And so you're over here screwing things up for everybody if you're lying about saying like God is a mother or whatever, or saying that God wants you to like throw like adulterers in jail, right? Regardless of like where you are on the spectrum, tone it down with the heresy, okay? Tone it down with the blasphemy, because I'm getting tired of it, to be honest. And you're gonna make me make more videos about this, if you keep this up. Anyway, sorry. I tend to get very heated when I see people misrepresenting God. So, I'll cool it a little bit and let's continue reading. Okay. Turning the other cheek is for when you yourself are oppressed. I'm not the person raped in a detention camp. I'm not the fisherman executed without trial. I'm not a school kid blown up or a child starved or teenage girl abused by the many criminals in this administration. Turning the other cheek is when someone else is oppressed. Turning the cheek when someone else is oppressed is not Christian behavior. It's complicity in the oppressor's crimes. That I understand that logic. First of all, though, of course, you got to ask yourself the question, is it true, right, that, Trump's running around oppressing people? Obviously, the answer is no to that question. But also, frankly, I think that self-defense is like the most justified, like scripturally, case in which, one should be doing violence, right? You could also perceive threats. Now, I'm not saying, defending women is wrong. Like, of course, you should be defending women. But, like, if you look at scripture, in the vast majority of texts, when the question is brought up of, should you defend yourself? The answer is yes. Bro, Jesus literally sent his disciples into the hood and was like, yo, get strapped so that you're not caught lacking. That's literally what Jesus said. It's okay. It's figuratively what Jesus said. Same message, right? He said, like, go bring your swords because you'll need them, essentially, is what Jesus said. So, turn the other cheek is sort of a thing where it's like, if you're offended, right? Let yourself be offended for the sake of the gospel, right? You don't have to defend yourself at every single turn. But I will say, hey, if your sword's at your neck, that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother situation. Objection 2. This is not a convenient time for you to do this, which is like really dumb. Like, he's signaling his intelligence by having this be his second objection. I need whoever thinks this way to take a couple minutes and realize that the world isn't about them. Do you think that? Okay, actually, hold on. Let me respond to this chat. We got the crazy life of Colin saying, "Yo, what's up, preach?" Hey, appreciate you, man. Thanks for popping into the chat. Okay, let's continue with this terrorist manifesto. Says, do you think that when I see someone raped or abused or murdered or abused, I should walk on by because it would be inconvenient for people who aren't the victim? This was the best timing and chance of success I could come up with. Objection 3, you didn't get them all. Rebuttal, gotta start somewhere. Objection 4, as a half black, half white person, you shouldn't be the one doing this? That's so dumb. Rebuttal, I don't see anyone else picking up the slack. Objection 5, yielding to Caesar what is Caesar's. Rebuttal, the United States of America are ruled by law, not by anyone or several people. Insofar as representatives and judges do not follow the law, no one is required to yield them anything so unlawfully ordered. I would also like to extend my appreciation to a great many people, since I will not be able to talk with them again unless the Secret Service is astoundingly incompetent. Okay, so let's cut things here. I want to tackle this claim that he makes here, right? Talking about Americans being ruled by law. So, I mean, which part of this is legal? Which part of trying to shoot up members of the administration is legal? Absolutely none of it. Absolutely none of it. Also, these objections are stupid, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I think if I set my oatmeal to be the temperature of his IQ, I'd be sending it back into the microwave. Also, bro, you can't tell me the guns don't go hard. Dude, look at this. What is this, an AR? Dude, guns are so cool. Guns are so cool. It would be fun to get like a replica gun just to hold. Guns are dope. I haven't actually fired a gun before. I did like some gun safety training essentially, and I got to hold an AR style rifle. So much fun to handle. You know, I've got a nice little Nerf collection. I need to play with Nerf guns more, but like, you can tell how American I am by how much I am just like, my interest is piqued, let's say, by this gun. Let's move on. Let's move on. If I ever get big enough to have haters, they're gonna clip this and use this in the future, and I hope they do, because because I'm gonna stand 10 toes on that statement. Guns are cool. Okay, let's keep it 100. Let's move forward. Okay. It says, thank you to all my families. So thank you to my family, both personal and church, for your love over these 31 years. I wonder what his church is going to say in response. Bro, imagine if his church is like James Tallarico. He's the lead pastor. That'd be crazy. I wonder how James Tallarico responds in his sermon to this. It's funny because he would probably say like, oh, killing people is bad, and then literally parrot everything else other than the support of killing that he's saying there. Crazy. Thank you to my friends for your companionship over many years. Thank you to my colleagues over many jobs for your positivity and professionalism. Thank you to my students for your enthusiasm and love of learning. Thank you to the many acquaintances I've met in person and online for short interactions and long-term relationships, for your perspectives and inspiration. Thank you for everything. Sincerely, Cold Force, the friendly assassin. The friendly federal assassin Alan. Oh my goodness, these illusions of grandeur. I guess you have to have a delusion of grandeur to do something like this, to be fair. P.S. Okay, now that all the sappy stuff is done, what the heck is the Secret Service doing? Sorry, gotta rant a bit here and drop the formal tone. Like I expected, security cameras at every bend, bugged hotel rooms, armed agents at every 10 feet, metal detectors at the wazoo. What I got, who knows, maybe they're pranking me, is nothing. No dang security. Not transport, not the hotel, not the event, which is all that's crazy, by the way. And I was thinking about this too. It doesn't sound like he was able to get into the actual room where they were holding the event, but I still thought this was crazy too. Not the event. Like, the one thing I immediately noticed walking into the hotel is the sense of arrogance. I walk in with multiple weapons and not a single person there considers the possibility that I could be a threat. The security at the event is all outside, focused on protesters and current arrivals, because apparently no one thought about what happens if someone checks in the day before. Dude, I'm glad that he left some notes so that we can learn better how to prevent this from happening in the future. But it's still wild. That's crazy. So they didn't check anyone who was there before. I would have thought they would have evacuated the place. It's the president of the United States. You can do that. I mean, we're talking about a government who has the power of eminent domain, I believe. So, like, of course they can boot some people out and inconvenience them for the sake of national security for a dinner. Craziness. Like, this level of incompetency is insane. And I very sincerely hope it's corrected by the time this country gets actually competent leadership again. Like, if I was an Iranian aide instead of an American citizen, I could have brought a dang Macdouce in here and no one would have noticed crap. Like a bomb, I guess? I don't know. Actually insane. Oh, and if anyone is curious, if anyone is curious is how doing something like this feels, it's awful. I want to throw up. I want to cry for all the things I want to do and never will. For all the people whose trust this betrays. I experienced rage thinking about everything this administration has done. Can't really recommend it. Stay in school, kids. See, we need to bring back the insane asylums, right? Because this dude should have been playing with Play-Doh for the past 10 years instead of like cooking up these like crazy ideas and, you know, plotting and planning a terrorist attack. This is crazy. Why is the top comment lauding his intelligence? I feel like if you think this guy is smart, that like reflects on you. Like, you know? What can I say? Says he must be a fairly intelligent guy. It's not easy to earn a degree in mechanical engineering. I know how difficult it is because I have the same degree. He also has a master's degree in computer science. He seems to have been underemployed considering his educational achievements. Why wasn't he working as an engineer or a computer scientist? You don't need his degrees to teach students how to do well on SAT exams. Well, I mean, like, I would not want this guy working as an engineer. Are you kidding me? I I mean, this guy would build like exploding pagers or something. Like he would sabotage American infrastructure to the best of his ability. I don't want this guy near engineering equipment. This is an insane take to have, especially like as his first response. That's insane. That's crazy. But you know what? This is why propaganda is bad. Because propaganda leads to people believing things like this. You know, most of the stuff that he said about the Trump administration is not true. But that didn't matter because he believed it. And so, you know, those people, once you've whipped them up into a frenzy and you've made them crazy, they're harder to talk off a ledge, you know. So we got to do something about the extremism in this country. And I'm not talking about pulling down First Amendment rights, because those are extremely important. But as a country, we have to come together and agree, you know, that maybe we should tone down the rhetoric. I'm sure that MS Now and CNN are probably still saying incendiary things about the Donald Trump administration. If they're not now, they probably will be this time next week. But at the very least, we have to find a way to calm people down, or at least for a moment say, you know, this isn't right. You know, this guy is saying things that have been said on our network for years. Maybe we should have some self-reflection and reconsider our decision to be saying such extreme things. Anyways, Mr. Rick Rimland, G6M says, yes, bring back the asylums. Yeah. I mean, bro, we need them for sure. All right, we've got this video here from Fox News that says alleged manifesto reportedly sent by suspected White House Correspondents' Dinner gunman to family. So we have already read this. If you're watching the stream, we've already read this.
Welcome back. Law enforcement is on the scene in California, digging through the home of suspected White House Correspondents' Dinner shooter Cole Allen. Christina Coleman is outside the house in Torrance, California, and she has the latest. Christina?
Hi, yeah, so we've been out here all day. I can tell you we've seen FBI officials out here on the street of the alleged gunman going door to door, checking with neighbors. I heard one of them saying that they were looking for Ring camera video. So, you know, they're doing their due diligence, being very meticulous about this investigation. I also talked to a number of neighbors out here, and they tell me they are just completely shocked by what happened. You know, they heard about this shooting that happened, you know, there in the lobby of that hotel. But did not expect for the alleged shooter to be living here in their neighborhood. So they are coming to terms with that. What we know about the suspect, 31 years old, identified as Cole Allen, lives here in Torrance, here in LA County, about 20 miles southwest of.
Bro, I'm so glad that they got him alive, because a lot of these chances, and rightfully so, a lot of these times they'll just, you know, get killed, shot in the head, and then you don't really hear more about like why they did what they did. You also don't have the opportunity to actually hold them responsible, right? Throw them in jail, and you know, throw away the key. But you know, in this case, we have the unique opportunity to do both, of which I am extremely appreciative.
Downtown LA, has a very extensive background, educational background, was big into tech, graduated from Caltech, studied mechanical engineering, and yet
I will say though, bro, and you know, if you're a mechanical engineer and you're watching this, you know, you're offended, okay, fine, whatever. Mechanical engineers can be kind of weird, you know, like I've been to college, you know, I went to a Christian university, Cedarville University, and, you know, I was extremely popular there. I think when I was there, I was probably one of, if not the most popular male of my class. So, you know, I got to know people of, you know, all different majors, some more than others, but pretty much all different majors. And I can tell you, like, you know, the weirdest people were like probably the engineers and maybe like some psych and English majors were like a little weird, but like for the most part, like the engineers were kind of strange. You know, they might be very smart, but you know, they have some screws loose, or they are not smart in general, but they know how their brain works in ways that really works with engineering or like mechanics and technology. Right, because there are plenty of people who like are very smart smart in that like they know how to work technology well, but all the other aspects of their life are like a wreck, or like they're not smart in computing other things. So, you know, I could, the mechanical engineering thing does kind of make a little bit of sense. Like, of all college majors to get, to lead to someone doing something like this and leaving a manifesto in the way that he did, I could kind of see like a Mechie who, like, struggled a lot socially in his younger years and has spent a lot of like his older childhood years, adolescence, and like early adulthood adapting to try to form a facsimile of a sense of humor. I could see that type of thing presenting itself in this way.
His life is going to take a dramatic turn if he is found guilty of the charges he will likely be facing. Again, authorities say that he took a train from LA to Chicago and then from Chicago to DC to carry out this attack. And so fortunately, no one was seriously injured. But again, authorities really working hard, investigating what led up to this incident.
Christina, I know his parents, I believe, have talked to investigators at some level. He also has a brother and I believe a sister, at least what we've seen. Do you know if the family or he have, got a lawyer that's out front saying, hey, we'll put out a statement or anything of that nature yet?
I have not seen that so far. I will say, our Matt Fenn, with his incredible and great reporting, he says that the parents are cooperating. We do believe that they lived here in this home with Cole Allen. Also, White House officials, they say that several of his family members have talked to authorities, including his brother, who said that Allen had an alleged manifesto that he had sent to family members. So apparently the brother said that after the incident last night. Then also the sister, she talked to authorities and she said that, he would make some comments, some rhetoric alluding to needing to fix the issues that are occurring here today. So whatever that means. Also, the White House saying that he was in a group called the Wide Awake. So I went to the group's website. The group describes itself as an open source network who radically reimagines the future through creative collaboration. So,
ooh, interesting. So I've heard some people wonder, was this some sort of operation from like the CIA or whatever? I don't know. I feel like a CIA person to take out Donald Trump wouldn't make a whole lot of sense considering the decisions that Donald Trump has made in general. But, if like someone like the FBI or whatever was trying to get at Donald Trump, they would make a group like that. Also, a bunch of crazy blue anon conspiracy theorists and extremists would, do the same thing. So, but, the thing about that's scary is that, there are other people in the group, right? So they might also be coordinating some other events across the country. And they might also be collaborating with people who are not technically in the group, right? So you might, be able to get all the people inside the group, but they might be influencing or coordinating with other people who are not like official members of the group. So, that's actually very troubling.
I'm sure investigators are going to be looking into all of that. Back to you,
Christina Coleman. Thank you so much.
5 Top Vault said, "Yo, what are we doing? Not shooting anyone. I'm innocent. I didn't do anything." I know. I get your sentiment though.
Kevin, I'll bring it out to you first.
You're asking what we're doing. I'm doing some news reactions. So the majority of my content that I try to pump out regularly is on the Not Newbie Highlights channel. It's segmented clips from my streams where I talk about politics or react to whatever I find interesting. Usually it's politics though. So I'm reacting to some rather big news. There was an attempted assassination attempt of Donald Trump and members of his cabinet. And so I'm tacking this on the tail end of my stream. If you go to the earlier part of my stream, I was doing a Minecraft stream on the Bro SMP, getting some really interesting footage and gameplay. So whatever's your cup of tea, sip on that.
We've heard a lot in the last hour and a half even. Background on who he is a little bit more. It's colored in. We don't know much about his family. We don't know what his family's political views are or anything like that. And, you know, they're innocent people, so that makes sense. But it does help color in how he got there. And I think that is really kind of the million-dollar question is how do you go from what we know about him to what we saw happen last night?
And that's what's most troubling, in particular, when you consider this is a person who's a teacher, someone who you would imagine as an educator would be balanced and would want the very best for all people, even if you disagree with them politically. Unfortunately, radicalization is a real thing. You heard Nicole Parker talking about it, and I think that's really where this investigation will likely lead. How did this happen? How long ago did this happen? The Post tell us a lot, and we'll see where we go from here.
Tom, there are a lot of questions, of course, still out there. What's the biggest question that you haven't seen answered?
Well, I have a lot of questions that are unanswered, of course. A lot of it has to do with just the security of the building itself. But I want to know, too, when you comb through the social media, you comb through who he was talking to, you comb through the interactions with the family, what they knew, when they knew it. You know, it also takes me back to the assassination of Charlie Kirk and some of the writings and some of the communications between him and his roommate. That takes me back there. So I'm sure we're going to find out more in the coming days and the coming weeks, certainly. But a lot of unanswered questions. Just go back to somebody who was very smart, sound like they had a good job, had a family, and now, for all intents and purposes, his life is going to be over because of the fallout of this and what he did. So a lot of questions there as to how you get there.
Alicia, I think we all sit around this table and to a certain extent kind of empathize with the overall fact that this happened because we don't want to see anyone's life ruined.
That's right.
But, I mean, I think that's colored by the fact he didn't have a chance to do what he was there to do. And ultimately, from what we know, he had weapons and he was there to use them. As a matter of fact, he shot some rounds off.
He had two firearms and knives as well, so he was very determined, and also, you know, in his manifesto, knocking the security.
Sorry, I'm dealing with something off screen. I am listening, but no, I did not know that he had knives. You know, I don't know what good a knife would do in a gunfight, but I mean, whatever.
That he saw there at the hotel. He wasn't just a teacher, he was teacher of the year for C2 for this place. He tutored high school students.
Amazing.
And that was December of 2024. So that's less than a year and a half ago, right? What happened in January of 2025? The President of the United States was inaugurated in January of 2025. Wow. What happened in that time frame from teacher of the year to what happened last night?
Now, you know, one could only hope that he, you know, was radicalized sometime after he was teaching, right? One would hope that he didn't radicalize a whole classroom of high schoolers. That would be like the worst thing imaginable. Would entirely shock me, but yeah, I would kind of hate that. Hold on, I gotta deal with something off screen. I will be right back. Literally just in a few minutes. I'll be right back. All right. Hold on, I'm back. Yeah, literally, I said it would be quick. I said it would be short. I did not lie to you all. But yeah, so there were more clips that I wanted to react to. More information and content. Hold on. So we did read the New York Post article, including the manifesto of Cole Allen. But there was an interesting article that I saw on the sidebar here. Yeah, here we go. So this is from the New York Post.
We are coming up.
This is all of like the breaking reactions of all the major news networks to the attempted assassination of President Donald Trump, as well as other members of his cabinet. Other closed captions on here? No, they are not, which is unfortunate.
We are coming on the air with breaking news out of Washington, D.C. and the White House Correspondents' Dinner, where President Trump and other high-ranking White House officials have just been evacuated from the Washington Hilton after loud noises were heard in the lobby.
I think we got Brett back.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great. What are you learning?
I'm in the Fox News 30-year party room we are holding here, and as we were coming in here, the Secret Service CAT team came in, and they're still going through each room. They're going room by room, checking rooms. They are telling us that we are going to leave now because they are still searching room to room. So we are hearing rumors that there was somebody that was engaged and that maybe someone has been shot, and that it may be the shooter, but we have no information. And right now, these guys are coming in. We're going out this way, sir. And they are. Somebody's hanging in the back room. Someone's hanging in the back room? Okay. All right. Let's go.
It was a moment of tremendous tension.
Wow.
Because no one
So
seemed to know.
a lot of panic here. It didn't really seem like these reporters were ready for a situation like this, which to some extent I understand. You don't really expect something like this to happen at an event like this, but also a lot of field journalists are used to being in dangerous situations. So I am a little bit surprised that there wasn't a more coordinated plan where it's like, hey, something happens, you go this way, you go that way. It's a lot of things. If you're a man, typically you're told, when you go to a place, check the exits. If something happens, figure out where you're going to go. I often think about this when I'm out and about. So I am a bit surprised that more people in general, especially the males there, didn't seem to be as ready. Like Brett Baer there almost seemed like he, wasn't sure what the next move was going to be. He got himself to a safe place, but there were other people on the phone with him who, seemed like they just kind of scattered and, ran to random places. There should have been more coordination, I think, from these journalists. You don't want people getting lost. You don't want people running into gunfire, hiding in ways that are not optimal, or, just sitting there like sitting ducks.
Whether there was a gunman on the loose, under a table, the threat was somewhere, and at that particular moment, it felt like it was everywhere. One by one, the Secret Service evacuated.
We continue to lose. He's coming in and out, but we're looking at video right now.
Oh yeah, with tall buildings, the cell phone signal does go in and out.
This was when suddenly there was some type of noise heard at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Niels, when all of a sudden I heard a loud bang. It almost sounded like a dish dropping, and turned behind me and saw people moving quickly towards the front of the room. It became very apparent very quickly that it was Secret Service rushing in.
The one thing I do find interesting is that no one really reacted to the noise, even though you can hear it in the stream. So it seemed very much to me like, the gunfire was so far away that it was muffled to the point where people didn't really think that it was a very urgent or serious matter. To some extent, it's good. There is some level of success that the Secret Service had here, where they were able to stop this attack and he wasn't even able to get into the room, which is a big plus. But you've got to consider the fact that he was able to just like sit in there with guns and knives for days, without being stopped, without even being checked, is a bit absurd. And there are a cacophony of lessons, there are a litany of lessons that the Secret Service should be learning from this scenario.
The president surrounded and immediately taken off of the stage. We saw Secret Service rushing in what appeared to be full tactical gear, guns drawn, full helmets on, swarming the room. Everyone in the room. And keep in mind, this is thousands of people, journalists, members of the cabinet, members of the administration. Everyone dropped to the floor instantly.
And actually, we just saw Secretary Hegseth, Secretary of War, and the Department of Homeland Security Secretary Mark Wayne Mullen rush through the lobby here where we're standing, which is actually next to the magnetometers where this whole incident happened. But we shouted at Mark Wayne Mullen and we asked him if President Trump is okay. They confirmed the president is okay, the vice president is okay, and so is the first lady. But this is a very scary situation here.
Man, I am glad that the journalists made it out okay. I'm also really glad that, you know, no one ended up getting killed. This is just a terrible situation.
On the
All right, hold on, let me see. Okay, we've actually got a couple of interesting segments here. Actually, a few interesting segments. Hold on, let me see. So I want to load some of these up. Okay, so
Wolf Blitzer, we see you
oh
as
yeah. Let me see. Yeah, no, I'm not going to react to that one. Okay, this is not good. We got a couple segments here regarding the attempted assassination of Donald Trump and other members of his cabinet. This one here is from Fox News. This is not great. So the title is "Shooting Suspect Frequently Made Radical Statements," Sister tells officials. Now, how radical were these statements? I think we'll find out while we're watching this video. But, you know, my point, the point that I would make certainly remains, which is, if you're making radical statements, why aren't you being referred to the police? Especially if you're making claims of violence or supporting violence. Like, those are the types of things where it's like, you go to the police. You nod your head, you know, as you're sitting, you know, with them at dinner, you know, take that last bite of macaroni and cheese and say, "Excuse me, I must use the restroom," and then you go to the bathroom and call 911. Like, that's what you do in a situation like this. You don't just be like, "Huh, well, that's a radical statement," and then like keep on skipping and whistling down the street. Like that's not the proper response to this. But let's see the totality of this before we do like a full assessment and judgment of this fact.
Well, the suspected gunman Cole Allen will appear in a federal courtroom tomorrow. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche says it was likely President Trump that he was targeting, along with administration officials during last night's shooting. Let's bring in Bill Malugin, who's got more on this. I mean, it really is kind of a fascinating thing, Bill. You and I were both there. Yeah. You were at the same table John Roberts was talking earlier. You were at the same table that John Roberts was at. And for us to get over there so we could kind of coalesce and figure out what was going on and a coverage plan and so forth, took a fair bit because the tables were very close together.
Oh, yeah, we were all packed in there like sardines. Yeah. Wild experience, and I think we all felt like 3 to 5 seconds of panic as we were figuring out what was going on in that room. But in the meantime, the White House is telling Fox News that law enforcement has recovered a manifesto belonging to that alleged shooter in which he said he wanted to target Trump administration officials. He also apparently had all sorts of anti-Trump and anti-Christian content on his social media profiles. Now, multiple federal.
That's interesting because, you know, he claimed to be a Christian and claimed to be a member of a church. So anti-Christian stuff, I mean, to an extent that very much makes sense. A whole lot of, you know, he seemed to be a progressive Christian. A whole lot of, you know, the progressive Christian mantra is tearing down, you know, is geared towards tearing down the church, attacking the church, attacking various churches as well as church members and traditional Christian ideologies, you know, in theology. You know, but still blatantly anti-Christian somewhat surprises me. You know, James Talarico would say things that were heretical, but he would never, you know, oppose Christ verbally. So, yeah, I do find that a little surprising. Maybe this is Fox News doing some editorializing here, which certainly would not shock me at all.
Law enforcement sources tell us that the suspect has been ID'd as 31-year-old Cole Allen of Torrance, California. We are told he was initially talking to law enforcement after his arrest.
So they have a foil over him. Was he naked when he did this? So, or maybe he was just not wearing as much and he was cold. But, you know, typically if you see someone wrapped up in foil, usually like they're in extremely cold weather, like by law enforcement, usually they're in extremely cold weather, or they are nude, right? And they cover nude individuals. Law enforcement does. So that is interesting and does not lead very much credence to him being smart or at least being sane.
Admitting his intent was to target the Trump administration, but he has since stopped talking and is no longer being cooperative. Now, those sources tell Fox that Cole checked into the Washington Hilton Hotel on Friday, the day before he allegedly carried out this attack. And Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche explained on Fox this morning how it appears he got to D.C. from California.
what we have learned and what they've learned just overnight is that it appears he traveled from Los Angeles through Chicago to Washington, D.C., and it appears he traveled by train during both legs of that trip. As far as motivation, we are still looking into that. It appears he was targeting members of the administration, but I say that generally because that's all we know right now. We don't have any specifics beyond that.
Now, the White House tells Fox that Allen had previously attended a No Kings protest in California, and his family had actually notified police about a manifesto he had sent to them prior to this attack. His sister reportedly...
The suspect was known to police. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. The police were called about a manifesto that he wrote, and what do? Wait for him to run into the lobby before they did anything to stop him? That is ridiculous. Now, maybe the manifesto wasn't as radical, right? I know Destiny has made manifestos, and they're just political ideologies and statements, but still, that's a bright red flag. Maybe they were wearing the sunglasses that day, but no, this is a massive failure.
He told investigators during an interview that he frequently made radical statements and planned to, quote, do something. Now, last night, Jeanine Pirro, the U.S. attorney here in Washington, announced that Cole has been charged with using a firearm during a crime of violence, as well as assault on a federal officer with a dangerous weapon. He is scheduled to make his first appearance in federal court sometime tomorrow, Trace.
The unclear thing for me, Bill, and maybe you have information because I haven't been able to find it, is they apparently the family notified police in New London, Connecticut,
yes.
Right? So New London, Connecticut, the family does not live in New London, Connecticut. We don't know. I mean, we're saying, well, like the president said with Jackie Heinrich earlier, he's like, well, listen, I wish the New London police had contacted. We don't know that they didn't. We don't know that
they didn't. We also don't know exactly what the connection to New London is, if that's where one family member was or something. We'll wait to find that out. But we do at least know that apparently the brother contacted law enforcement and felt something was off. And
those lines on the screens in the background are very distracting. It makes me think that someone went and smashed the screens with hammers. It's very distracting.
That the sister who's being interviewed right now has said that this was a guy who was making some statements that were jumping out to us that were pretty outlandish, and that he was plotting something, quote, planning to do something about the issues facing the country. So they had enough red flags to the point where they contacted law enforcement. We don't know how soon it was before the dinner last night, but somebody reached out and felt something was wrong, and then we saw what happened last night.
So you had a guy who was in the Caltech Christian Club, right? You had one of his former, people in that goes to anti-Christian, right, making these statements, and he just seemed to get more radical as time went on. Right?
Yeah, and we'll let the investigation play out as to how he was able to get in there and get so close and be a guest of that hotel, as apparently any member of the public could check in there in the days before. So
it is fascinating. Yeah. Bill Malugin,
wow.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
And you know what?
All right, thanks for watching. Check out my
people are going to hate on individuals for saying this, right? But I will say that this is a case for events like this happening in a controlled environment on White House property, right? Donald Trump has proposed the ballroom. This is raising people's hackles. I just think that in general, it makes sense to have a secure area where you can do things like this, especially when you have a president. The unfortunate dichotomy or symphony of Donald Trump being so unpopular and the American left being so radicalized and violent. Those two things are not ingredients for something healthy, right? This is more like ingredients for mustard gas. So, we need to find, I think that, the administration absolutely must be rethinking the venues they choose for this and how they secured those venues. You can say, oh, there should be a ballroom or they should be doing this in the basement of the White House all the live long day. But let's be honest, most areas of the White House I don't think any area of the White House actually has the capacity to include all the people you would include in a White House Correspondents' Dinner. The ballroom certainly is far from finished. And I believe Donald Trump is trying to host or resume the White House Correspondents' Dinner next week. So there's not a lot of time to do some immediate action But this is just not great, and this is a massive failure of the Secret Service as well, especially if they were alerted to the manifesto that this guy wrote beforehand and didn't do anything about it. Extremely troubling. Whenever you hear about the Secret Service, it's usually because they didn't do their job. I don't think that they did their job well enough here. They certainly did their job, well enough to keep people from dying, but you don't even want the president of the United States to be in a position like this ever. So, definitely got to rethink some Secret Service policies and security protocols in the wake of all of this. All right, we've got one last video here. We've got the segment here from MS Now. This is called Disturbing. MS Now host debunks staged White House Correspondents' Dinner conspiracy theories from left and right. This is helpful because the first thing I saw were conspiracy theories. Now, to be fair, the first thing I saw about this story was from Reddit, but still, this is kind of troubling that there's been conspiracy theories already, although not unexpected. What's surprising is that MS Now chose to push back on this. MS Now, formerly MSNBC, so they're like the progressive cable news network of choice for certain geriatrics in this country. So, let's go ahead and react to this video here. Oh, probably should unmute the audio.
12 hours. Guys, an extraordinary.
Oh my goodness, this is loud.
Last 12, 13, 14, 15 hours in this country. One thing that I'm disturbed by as we woke up this morning is seeing folks on the internet say that this was a false flag, that we are basically all in cahoots to say that this was staged. And I think as someone who, for all of us who was in the room, who had to jump on the ground, who had to text our family and friends and tell them that we're okay, calling our moms, like so many people in this country have done for decades. To see people say those kinds of things, it is frustrating and it's disturbing. It shows the issues that we have to try and fix in this country. And I think nothing taught us anything better than the importance of journalists being on the ground in the room for moments of historic significance than last night us all dropping to the ground and literally like 5 seconds later phones up and around so that the American people get a firsthand account of what's happening in a room where the most powerful people, including the president and vice president of the United States, were at.
I saw something that the false flag, this was staged, is a big thing in MAGA world, but I'm hearing that from on my social media pages from people on the left.
I'm surprised that he's surprised by this because this was like the first thing out of like the left wingers' mouths, especially Blue Anon, their mouths. In the other attempts, right? There was the one with the dude who was on the roof, right? That was something that was he on the roof? Yeah, there was the one thing in Pennsylvania, also with the assassination attempt on the successful assassination attempt of Charlie Kirk. People on the left have been saying that it was staged as well. So, especially for a journalist to be surprised by this is severely unfortunate because this rhetoric is extremely popular online.
Also thinking that this was staged, that this was a false flag, that this was something being done on purpose. And hearing you speak, Eugene, if it's coming from the right and it's coming from the left, these conspiracy theories, it says to me that there feels to be a lack of trust in this country.
And empathy.
And if people can't see that a room full of journalists ran out of the room, got in front of cameras, got on their platforms telling people what happened in the room, if you cannot trust what we are telling you, I don't think that's an issue of journalism. That is an issue of American society. And so if you're watching The Weekend, you've been watching us, you've watched us now for 4 hours, I hope you know that we are telling you, because we were in the room, we were sitting right next to each other. Jackie was right next to me, to my left, and Eugene was to her left. We're telling you that what happened last night was real.
I will never forget a conversation I had with my first boss in journalism, Chris Isham of CBS News. He was the first person to conduct an interview with Osama bin Laden. He had dear friends who died in the attacks on 9/11. And I remember sort of gently asking him what he thought of some of the conspiracy theories around 9/11. And I will never actually forget the look of pain in his eyes that I even broached that question. And even just having this.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, 9/11 seems like an activation word for anyone born before like 1995, so like that in and of itself is not surprising. Like I can't even make 9/11 jokes with my millennial friends. I gotta tape my mouth shut. This is, so that part to me is not surprising. I think that one thing about this whole phenomenon as well is that in decades past, especially I would say maybe pre 2010 or so, especially when like most people weren't sitting around watching cable news all the time. So certainly before 9/11, I think 9/11 really changed Americans' relationship with the news in general. But I do get the impression that before that, conspiracy theories are very popular because the government was covering up things. Now, whether or not those things being covered up were the exact same things that they thought they were, that's a conversation for a whole nother day. But the government lacking some transparency, probably just not wanting to spark a panic, if I'm going to be honest, in some respects, but also with the media not being able to have as wide a scope of coverage as networks nowadays do with modern technology that we have, as well as more reporters on the ground than we probably did have back in, let's say, September 11, 2001. All of those factors all combined together to make it a lot more sense and reasonable to be looking at a breaking news event happening maybe 2000, 2001, 2002 and saying, was that real? Did that really happen? Versus 2026 now, because we live in a world now where, like they said, there can be a shooting and someone goes on IG Live and documents what's happening, right? You didn't really have that in September 11th. Like, you don't really have a wealth of footage of people, you have some footage, of course, of people running out of buildings and things from 9/11, but you don't have like a bunch of footage of like people on the ground looking up and being like, oh, look, this plane's about to hit. Like, you don't have that to the same degree as you would if it was happening today in 2026. So I think that people look at the conspiracy theories in the past and they're like, these have been treated with legitimacy. So let me make conspiracy theories about what's happening right now without considering the factors that made conspiracy theories in the past not only more believable, but understandable and seemingly in the eyes of a lot of people more credible than conspiracy theories now. Now it just seems like people are throwing things onto social media to see what catches. And also some people are just like, well, I can just choose to be a conspiracy theorist because that's cool and that makes sense and that's fun and that's anti-authoritarian, anti-establishment. But without thinking too deeply into it and being like, hey, does this actually make sense? What would be the logistics of actually having a false flag or a made up conspiracy event with staged actors or controlled environments or all of this? Once you get down to the nitty gritty of how this would actually happen, you start to realize, hey, this doesn't make sense. This isn't legit. This probably isn't true.
Conversation with Ashley actually is such a testament to why it is so important to have primary sources, people who are on the ground, to interview them, to talk with them. Everyone likes to be an armchair quarterback at the end of the day. Tons of people looking at videos wondering, oh, why was Kash Patel the last person to leave the ballroom? Did Secret Service mess up? Did they forget about him? No, actually, Ashley was sitting with him. She said his instincts were to stay, to be on the ground, play FBI director.
He was operating bravely in that moment, actually.
And very quickly, there is a connection between conspiracy theorizing and political violence. Statistically significant. Harvard Kennedy School has done a bunch of studies on this, most recently, December.
Right. I mean, if you look at what Alan said in his manifesto, a lot of it was like Blue Anon adjacent conspiracy theory. So she has absolutely nailed the head on, put the nail on the head there.
2024, after the November 2024 election. Again, it's statistically significant. We've got to nip this in the bud.
Yeah. Very unfortunate this happened at all, but I'm greatly appreciative of MS Now debunking the conspiracy theories, because these are the exact, especially like conspiracy theories that are very much like anti-Trump, are the exact type of conspiracy theories that run rampant in the fan base of MS Now. So, you know, to see them combat those conspiracy theories in real time, or as close to real time as you can get reasonably, with the 24-hour news cycle and cable news and corporate media and everything, that was extremely refreshing and very welcome. I thought that was very, very cool to see. Anyways, thanks everyone for tuning in. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in. There were a lot of people in the chat today. I think we actually probably have broken a record for how many chats I've gotten. For some reason, the analytics are not showing up here on my end, but we got an absurd amount of chats in this stream. You know, there was a crazy spam blast that you guys were doing. Absolutely crazy. The love that you guys have shown me has been incredible. I do appreciate you guys kind of showing up for me now, which I wasn't expecting. I think a lot of this was a catalyst to people actually thinking that I quit streaming, and I didn't. I said I didn't. I had a provocative title and thumbnail, but if you just watch the first 10-15 minutes, you understand exactly what I meant. But people were like, oh man, don't give up. Hey bro, I'm not giving up. You do not have to worry about me. But regardless of how that happened or why that happened, I unexpectedly baited you guys into tuning into this new stream. Regardless of all of that, I do appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in. You know, because, you know, one chat means, you know, as much as like 1,000 chats probably mean to a big streamer. So I do want to say, for those of you guys tuning in, don't just tune into the stream and disappear. You know, I see some of you guys subscribing. That's great. That's awesome. But I want you to be a little bit more than just a subscriber and a passive viewer. I want you to be a part of the community. I have a link on the screen. It's dscrd.ntwb.cc. It's a place you want to be if you want to chat with me. You can affect the content that shows up on stream. You send me things to react to in the react requests, and I'll heavily consider reacting to them on stream. And especially if I have like a lot of extended time to do some reactions, I will take a look at what you guys have sent me there. Also, there are a bunch of different channels on there too. So you want like talk about sports, like talking about politics, like talking about the weather, you know, whatever you like to talk about. There's certainly a home and a space for it in the Discord server. So join the Discord server. You will not regret it. Also in the future, I do plan on having like call-in streams or streams where people can just like hop in and chat with me. We could talk about whatever. If you want to be a part of those streams, join the Discord server as well. And I'll get you all hooked up with that. Last but not least, as I always do whenever I have a stream with chatters, I do have to shout out each and every one of the people who were so kind to leave a chat message in the stream today. Bunny Money 234, one of my most ardent fans, you know, since this whole thing, I guess. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate your efforts for becoming to become my number one fan. It didn't end up happening by the end of the stream, but I appreciate your valiant efforts. Uganda Convladi, appreciate you sending in messages into the chat as well. Papa John's Pizza F70, appreciate you sending messages in the chat. And Cinnamon 24, I do appreciate you guys sending messages into the chat as well. Let's see who else. I know that there were some more people who send messages into the chat. The Crazy Life of Colin, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you sending the message into the chat as well. And last but not least, 5 Top Vault, I appreciate you for also sending a message into the chat. That's gonna do it for the stream today. Don't forget to check out the Not Newbie Highlights channel, where I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon, with different segments from the streams. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Peace out, y'all. I hit the wrong button. Let's do this again. Peace out, y'all.